the fact of the matter is my name is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I ain't gotta pick up a mic. I ain't gotta say one damn word, son. I ain't gotta do nothing. I ain't gonna call Vince McMahon one of the world's dumbest son of a bitches I've ever seen. I ain't gonna call Shane McMahon a bitch or the son of a retard, because the fact of the matter is, son, a couple of Stone Cold Steve Austin stunners will do the damn job. So what you gotta do right now is stare into the eyes of Stone Cold Steve Austin and watch me deliver. Wham! 1 stunner. Wham! 2 stunners. What? 3 stunners. What? 4 stunners. I'll deliver 100,000 motherfucking stunners if Steve Austin wants to. And I need to say a damn word, son. The only word that Stone Cold Steve Austin is gonna say is gonna be, "Dilly dilly, you son of a bitch." I just grabbed myself a whole gallon of H2O.
But seriously, Steve Austin didn't say one goddamn thing. He just stunned everybody, which is okay. It's fine. I liked the opening. I was fired up to go. And tonight, I will say, the nostalgia did hold my interest slightly enough. And I thank you for the super chat, by the way. We'll get to the donations. But the nostalgia did hold me enough to make me not want to just completely pass out. But god damn it, there was people passing out at the Manhattan Center. They had to wait through so much shit tonight. And I will also say that it is very hard to coordinate a show like this, to keep everybody happy, to cut to the other show and have the right thing going on. It is tough, so you got to play it safe a little bit. And by playing it safe, I mean, I think that's a lot of the reason why you'll see stuff like, you know, like a match won't happen. Nothing will happen for 15 minutes because they'd rather do nothing than, you know, come back and, you know, Dingleberry Butt Jones is in the ring still and they screwed up the timing of something. So I totally understand that part of it. But there were just people at the Manhattan Center were fucking restless, and you could tell. They did get a treat, but I still don't know what The Undertaker said, to be honest. He came out there and he just, you know,
let me, 25 years ago, I was digging a hole, and now Mark Calloway is, fuck it, come buy a photo of me in the back.
Like, it was just, I don't know what The Undertaker said. It was cool that he came out. It was all cool and stuff. I have no idea what The Undertaker said. Whatever. And the fact of the matter is that you're looking at the new breed right here, DX and Road Dogg. You can all come out. You can bring out the Scott Halls. You can bring out everybody you want. Bring out old Grandpa Jones for all I care. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Road Dogg, with your shake, rattle, and roll. The only thing that Road Dogg is controversial for now is having battles with HBK on sucking God's ass every day on Twitter to find out who's going to get into heaven first. That's what you guys do every single goddamn day. There's a Twitter war between Brian James, the Road Dogg, and Shawn Michaels with who can get into heaven faster on their Twitter feeds. That's the deal. And the fact of the matter is, you're looking at the new outlaw. You're looking at the real outlaw, Joe Cronin, right now. So take those tattoos off your neck. Take them scary-looking tattoos off your body because they don't mean diddly squat. And go put yourself in front of a pew and say, "Oh, God Almighty, forgive me for all my sins." But I'll tell you what, when Joe Cronin's done with life, I ain't gonna be apologizing. I ain't gonna be praying. People are gonna be praying to me. Please don't come back and kick my ass, Joe Cronin. Please, Skevin Scampoli. Oh, please don't break my collarbone in June, Joe. Please don't break my collarbone, Joe. My God, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I'm a bald son of a bitch, and I made a mistake. You're damn right you made a mistake, because Joe Cronin gets tattoos and doesn't get rid of them, motherfucker. Let's do the Monday Night Raw review. I got a tattoo. I do have a tattoo. Seriously, I do have one tattoo. It's in my ass. It says "No Fly Zone." No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Jake?
You got
DeMarco?
My name covered up?
Yes, I took it out. Damn. I'm sorry. You know what? I wanted to make sure everybody was here because a lot of people were catching up on Raw still, so I just decided to go off on a crazy rant that made no sense.
It was goddamn beautiful. I got every word. I speak Croninese. What a shit show. I don't want to shit all over this, but this was the biggest softball, the most easy layup ever. This was on a silver fucking platter. They fucked it up. How do you fuck this up? How? You have people who don't like your product excited to watch Raw. I've done this review with you for years. Most times, I don't even want to look at the TV. Tonight, I was excited to watch Raw for the first time in ages.
Why would you be? I'm going to be honest with you, Jake.
I overhyped myself.
You definitely did. I didn't think
we all did. We're all victims of nostalgia, you know.
Look, I was there.
sickness,
Jake, I was there. Look at this. I was right behind Cena. I was peeping on Cena. Look at that.
I saw it. You look like you're going to gnaw on his shoulder.
Yeah. I don't think this is me, by the way, because the eyebrows are too big. Those are just people kept saying this to me all night. I don't think that's me. It kind of looks like me a little bit.
Kind of has a slight resemblance.
I don't know who that is, though. Like, who the fuck? I want to know who it is. Somebody said
it's crazy, though.
Somebody said I can see you only because I can't. There's something in front of you that I can't see blocking you. Or some joke like that about Cena. But no, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. Don't miss out on the daily wrestling videos, the podcast, the interviews, all that stuff. Shout out to Terry Runnels tonight, baby. Looking good. I appreciate that. I did tweet her. I mean, I did text her. Still disappointed about not doing the podcast with her, but that's all good. Maria looking good, too. Maria Kanellis, one of my neighbors, man. She's great. And everybody looked cool. It was cool. It was fun in a way. But, yeah, it was... I'm not as down on it as normal Raws because
no, certainly not.
Even though this was a discombobulated mindfuck tonight, and most of the time Raw is just really boring, I would say that the bizarre appearances and stuff were enough to at least entertain me in a way. So I would probably give tonight a 5 out of 10. I really would. Because I was like excited about little things, maybe a 4 out of 10. I don't know. Somewhere in there, and I'll have to think about it a little bit more. We'll take phone calls in a few minutes, guys. We're going to take your phone calls, 339-226-6610. I've got to play, let's see where we're at here. We got some donations. Let's play those. We got Kane coming in here.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
Kane is donating to the show, everybody.
Hey Joe, the show was kind of cool but terrible pacing.
Yeah.
Everything rushed and Manhattan Center refund chance.
Jesus.
The one thing that burned me is Stone Cold didn't cut any promos.
Yeah.
Really? Enzo's favorite flavor of soda is grape without the certified G.
Okay, so first of all, no, Death. That's why I opened up my show tonight doing Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I felt like we all wanted a Stone Cold promo.
So damn it, I gave you a Stone Cold promo, you sorry son of a bitch. You know, Steve Austin was in the back, and I said, hell, son, I want to get out there and I want to spit hot fire on the microphone. And Vince McMahon told me no.
Super Chat Party.
But he didn't need to say anything, I guess.
After that colossal failure, I'm killing myself.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. The Pope jumped me. He's going to kill himself. The Pope jumped me. Thanks for the $2. Null Death, thank you for the 666. I appreciate that, my friend. And shout out to my buddy Road Dogg. Looking good tonight, Road Dogg. I still think you're in a battle with Sean to see who goes to heaven, but that's okay. What did you guys think of Raw? Leave it in the chat right now. Give me that chat. 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Was there people that liked Raw tonight? I'd like to hear from you. I am going to take this phone call only because I have a
ShiBUM
after the ShiBUM
25 years of Raw? WTF. What was that? It sucked. I am disappointed.
Oh, man. Clinton Gorman is disappointed as a motherfucker. Clinton Gorman, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5
ShiBUM.
Appreciate that, Clinton Gorman. I'm sorry you had a bad time, my friend. Hey, listen, I'm taking this phone call only because it's a 315 number, which tells me that they probably are in New York and may have gone to the show tonight. 315, what's up?
Yo, what's up? I did not go to the show, and thank God I didn't.
So you're happy.
So I got it wrong, but you are in New York. At least I got that part right?
Oh, yeah, I'm in Syracuse.
Oh, yeah, okay. I recognize that 315. I used to know this whore that would call me all the time with that number. But yeah, so what'd you think? What's up?
Dude, that shit sucked. We got the Undertaker retiring.
Is that what he did?
I
thought that's what he did.
Was that retirement? Was it? I mean, it sounded like he went off the script and it open-ended.
Yeah,
bro. He told us to rest in peace. Stop talking about me.
But he said it's
Leave me alone.
For souls to.
It's time for us. It's time for you to rest in peace.
I hope so.
Talking to us.
I hope that
he was talking to us. It's like, dude, rest in peace. Leave it alone.
Yeah,
he's telling us to leave it alone.
It was weird.
That's
he
great.
ain't coming back.
But he could have said it a little bit clearer. You know, it was just a fuddled mess the way he came out with it then.
Yeah, I don't know I don't get it. Like
everybody that heard it at the end was like, "What the fuck did he just say?" I mean, usually he.
Well, I think he thought it was awkward that he was doing it in front of like 2,000 people.
It was.
If it was I mean, was it 2,000 people?
No, you would have liked. I would have liked him to like get in a casket and like they close the casket and wheel him out of there or something stupid. You know, I don't know, but it was convoluted. I'm very confused. I'll probably not really ever remember that. I'm still going to remember his...
The thing is, you want to know it, you will, because it's the 25th anniversary of Raw, and you will remember it.
Yeah, but
because the Undertaker literally just came out and said he retired.
No, but he didn't.
Because everybody was speculating that whether or not he was going to retire. He retired.
See, I didn't take it as him retiring. He said, you know, I've defeated Stone Cold, I've defeated Mick Foley, I've defeated Kane, and it's time for the legends to rest in peace. He didn't say me. He didn't say he didn't say the Phenom. He said the legends.
Right.
So is he considering himself a legend? I mean, we know he's a legend, but he didn't make it about himself. He said that he's conquered many people in 25 years. He's dug a lot of holes. He's taken a lot of souls. Yeah. What else? That was it.
Yeah, I'm very confused by his... It just sounded like they didn't... Just go out there. That's all they wanted.
$5 coming from Vatican.
Vatican?
Hey, I want to let you know that you're... What did he say? That I'm gay? He called me gay? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Apparently, the Manhattan Center crowd started chanting, "This is bullshit," cues they had no Jumbotron and saw nothing that happened at Barclays Center all night.
Wow. The Bear 1322. Thank you, the Bear. Yeah, there was multiple complaints coming in from Manhattan Center. Jerry the King Lawler and JR were falling asleep, which I don't blame them.
That picture was going around.
They had tons of time of just sitting there, not doing anything. So they're just sitting there bored.
Joe, they didn't even have a screen for them to watch Raw.
Yeah.
People there, somebody tweeted me that went there, and they didn't even have a screen to watch Raw.
Alicia, thank you for subbing to the channel, Alicia. We'll appreciate that. Welcome. We're having a sub party.
Alicia.
Yeah, that's bullshit, Jake. I don't understand.
And then I guess the audio went out during the DX promo for them there as well.
Oh, God.
So people at both arenas couldn't hear the DX promo in the beginning. Finally, it started to cut back in, but...
You know, and throughout the night, I was sent videos of the Manhattan Center of people just complaining, and they were upset, and it was just it was going on all night long. And Brian the King, thanks for subbing. It's everybody who's hitting the sub button. We're having a sub party. Drink a beer for me. By the way, thank you guys also for 52,000 subscribers. 4 years of this.
Chat party.
With all the hype and hope of an amazing show, I give Raw Atomic Diarrhea a 10. Mark Calloway's promo sucked. That definitely wasn't The Undertaker.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Ace Chavaria, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Yeah, I had people tweeting me like, "Where's Kevin Nash?" I'm like, dude, we said it a million times on the show that his knee surgery kept him from coming tonight. He'll be at WrestleMania. So I don't know.
Yeah, and Bret Hart had a doctor's appointment that he with some surgeon that he couldn't rearrange either. So.
Right.
Party.
5 beers in, brother. I'll give you points starting now for a few days from now. Too Sweet was great, and Cena had a cheap pop. Tears of joy. Tears of joy.
That was cool. Serious Stroke Game. Thank you for the $9. And I'll too
sweet your ass.
Appreciate that, Serious.
I know we got a lot coming in, but I want to make this as clear as possible. Taker said that he's taken legends and ripped them off their pedestals and thrown them in the cold, dark earth. He said Steve Austin, Mick Foley, and Kane had to answer to the Reaper. Said even my own flesh and blood, my brother.
Raw is refund. No China hologram. Highlight of the night was watching the Manhattan Center turn into Fire Festival via Twitter. -5 stars.
Shitstain Nakamura. Shitstain Nakamura, thanks for becoming a $5 ShiBUM. Yeah, dude, all the Twitter videos are sad. I felt uncomfortable watching it because you felt any minute the crowd might just go off and turn on this shit.
Oh, absolutely. And then he said, and now on this sacred ground, I declare for all of those who have fallen, it is truly time you rest in peace. And then Ross questioned if that was a warning, and Lawler said he didn't know, but it was scary. They didn't say anything about him being done. He didn't say anything about being done. He said, I declare for those who have fallen, it is truly time for you to rest in peace. In reference to Austin, Foley, and Kane. He wasn't talking about himself.
Yeah, I don't I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't get it. Maybe I gotta watch it again or like read it. Like, maybe I missed some kind of weird meaning. Like, am I crazy?
Yeah, I've watched it twice now. I've transcribed as much as I could, and it's baffling. Either he meant to say something, he went off script and got confused, or maybe they're not sure if he's going to wrestle again or if he's quite done yet, so they want to just leave it open-ended.
You know what
That's how it felt to me.
It reminded me of the promo when he was on SmackDown, and he really didn't say anything, but then he said that SmackDown is my home and like blah, blah, blah. But
yeah,
then,
I'm digging holes and taking souls. That's where that was.
Yeah, it was exactly like that, where it was like, well, what the hell? And then he went to Raw or whatever. So, which, by the way, we clarified that at least when I was speaking to Road Dogg about it, based on what Road Dogg responded, and he responded publicly, so I can say this. It wasn't a DM with Road Dogg. It was a public. That basically, yeah, me too. Like, he was shocked, like, because they had clearly set up Undertaker on SmackDown, and the next thing you know, Vince or Raw, whatever, obviously Vince, decided, no, we want to do this instead, and it was like, that's news to Road Dogg and SmackDown because they had this whole thing planned, and next thing you know, they had their plans kind of pulled out from underneath them. So, that it reeks of that though, kind of just go out there, leave it open ended, and we'll see what happens. And they may not know.
Yeah,
maybe they don't know.
They might not. They probably don't. Like they usually don't. They don't book in advance for many things. I just want to say that I did hear wrong. I got a lot of mixed reports from people at the arena and whatnot. I guess there was a massive screen for them to watch it on, but I know definitely people wanted a refund. So
yeah,
that's a cold hard fact.
I didn't know about the screen. I just knew people were like kind of like bummed, and
maybe from the seat this person had, they couldn't see the screen is what they meant, because they said I couldn't even watch Raw.
Yeah,
I don't maybe that's, and I just took it wrong. But
it's just the pacing. It's so hard to pace a show like this because you have like 4 to 5 segments at the Manhattan Center, and you have all your Raw segments, in the regular location, and it's like it makes it tough for them to cut back and forth and to keep the other crowd entertained with timing it right to come back there when they need to. So they have to play it safe at the Manhattan Center, and when they do that, you're sitting there. The crowd is sitting there waiting a lot. I guarantee that crowd was waiting so much, and that's what the problem was. They're waiting, because they ended up getting some cool shit. They ended up getting Matt Hardy. They got the DX thing at the end. They got the match with me.
I wouldn't say Matt Hardy was cool. That was probably my most infuriating thing of the night. And then I guess Jeff Hardy came in when they went to commercial.
Yeah.
And sang the obsolete part of his song, which is really fucking weird to me. I don't know. I don't want to nitpick, but come on. He was supposed to like become Brother Nero. So maybe just because it was off screen, it was just for the Manhattan people, fine. I won't bring it up again. But if this is something that they do going forward, and he's automatically, in that Brother Nero role without having to break himself or be transformed into that role, then it's a problem.
Well, guys, thanks for watching, by the way. We're at 1,800 viewers right now, which is the most viewers we've had since a few pay-per-views back, I want to say. We've been averaging about 1,300 live, 1,400 live, so we're getting a little extra traction tonight from Raw 25, I believe. So thanks to Raw 25 for that. So
absolutely.
Do you have the show? Because my mind's all jacked up.
Yeah, I've got it all. I mean, like I said,
let's go.
Oh, you're never happy. No, I liked a lot about tonight. It was just it felt rushed, and I felt like they didn't have a clear direction.
Again, like I sort of get it. Like it's really hard to do this. Like to go
absolutely. You don't know who definitely can show up, and then people cancel, and things change. And
no, it's not even that. It's literally just having to direct 2 locations.
Oh, absolutely. That too, I'm saying, and it's just there's so many moving parts here, and they want to make sure everybody gets acknowledged in one way, shape, or form. So they have a lot of backstage segments, and I just felt like they could have showcased better matchups and things in that nature.
Oh, well, see, I would have gone into it basically just thinking, you know what, it's going to be a tough night, because the TV commercial breaks when you're at Raw anyway are always kind of a little bit. It's always a little bit like, oh, God, It's better to be at a pay-per-view than to be at a Raw, usually. So, but if you're at the Manhattan Center, you got to be prepared that, like, this is going to be really a lot of dead air time. Because they are basically, like, running the other show as the A show and running the Manhattan Center as the B show, which is the cutaway show. So you know that you're going to get shafted. Like, I would think that you would go in knowing that. Even though you're in the classic stadium, whatever. But that's sort of like why I think, then the Undertaker's there. You kind of get a different sort of show.
It was just the way they advertised it. They said the Legends more so, going by their WWE.com ticket sale promotion, they said the Legends were going to be here, and the main show at Raw was going to be here. So which it kind of ended up being. DX and the Undertaker were in the Manhattan Center, so it was true in that regard. But it just, like you said, there was no way to avoid anyone feeling cheated. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have done like NXT dark matches when they had downtime for Raw, or things like that. They could have. I know the Miz did show up after he won the IC title, so I mean that was cool. They could have had people go back and forth.
They could have had people cutting promos, but I think they played it safe again because they didn't know, like, oh, what if we run a little bit later and then you're not ready now because someone's in the ring or something's wrong. I'm sure it was difficult to do what they did tonight. I know that they've had these difficulties in the past with multiple shows. We will take phone calls, more phone calls in a minute. Let me see what's up with the nations. What is up with the nations? Son of Beavers subscribed to the show. Son of Beavers. Is that Kevin? That must be Kevin's son. So, Son of Beavers. We saw him a couple weeks ago. Kevin Dunn's son, and Kevin Dunn was there. Oh my God. We're getting the Tommy NC 2010 The Goon donation. Oh my God. This would be my entrance music.
Tommy's so fake. Tommy's so fake. Tommy's so fake. Tommy's so fake.
Fake, motherfucker. Fake motherfucker. He's a fake motherfucker. Fake motherfucker. Fake. He's a fuck.
I mean, he's so enraged in this video clip. He's like, he looks like he's gonna, like his head's gonna blow off. The Goon, what's up? Here it comes.
Roman winning Rumble. Shut the fuck up, Cole. Go jump into Undertaker's hole. HBK was on Playgirl and fucked Pamela Anderson. He is going to bloody hell. The nostalgia was bad. Sorry, but Stone Cold and Legends were bland just like cringent faggoty McMahon.
Hey, the Goon, thank you, Goon, for $30, man. I appreciate that. Big-time donation coming in from the one we love, the Goon. I did cringe a bit when Triple H said Chyna's name. I went, ooh.
Shit bum.
Bry Guy, what's
up?
I
never watch Raw, but I was actually looking forward to this one show. What a disappointing Raw 25. It was AIDS. It just all fell flat. Only good thing was seeing Stone Cold and a few other legends.
Yeah, it's amazing. Bry Guy gives it a 3.5 out of 10. I would say that, yeah, I mean, like, that was the best, one of the best parts, if not the best part of the whole show was Steve Austin just fucking stunning people. It was, even that was a little bit like just sort of obviously just so set up. It was ridiculous. But the crowd popped big for McMahon. They popped big for Stone Cold and Daniel Bryan. Thank you, Bry Guy. Oh, it's Lex Luger. It's Lex Luger.
Sorry, guys. I wasn't there on 2.5 RAW. But thank God I wasn't. It was putting me to sleep. I actually tipped over on my wheelchair, but I'm okay. 3/10 tonight.
Oh my God.
You guys can see me this Sunday when I enter number 30 in the Royal Rumble match.
Lex Luger, thank you for the $10, Lex Luger. Imagine Lex Luger coming down to the Rumble in a wheelchair, and that'd be crazy. Lex is a good guy, though. I would love to see that. And then he gets in there and gets thrown out by, like, Bray Wyatt. That'd be cool. He can't do that. Remember, like, what was it? Somebody that called us that was serious about that. He was like, hey, maybe Lex Luger will come out. It's like, yeah, he's in a wheelchair, so no, he's not coming out. Jared Holmes, thank you. We'll talk about Enzo, by the way. We know Enzo's been accused of rape and he's suspended, but this girl that accused him of rape, I mean, I'm not going to say that it didn't happen, but
it's suspect.
Either way, this chick is
Raw
insane.
is garbage. No Hulkster, Rock or Stone Cold promo. Taker took a dump in the ring.
Eric James, thanks for the $5 super check. Taker took a dump in the ring.
If I could stop, he just takes a big dump in his, depends.
I just feel like it was so cheap that, like, what if they're gonna come out there after he retired so epically and say something, like, it should have been more.
I just shit my pants.
No, you should have just shit bum.
The dump I took at work was more exciting than this shit show. Pun intended. I am now fully convinced that this company will die if it continues this bullshit. This is not a wrestling show.
Yeah, D-Moon, I mean, they tried to make it one. What happened tonight that was, I mean, D-Moon, thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. What happened tonight that was, I mean, really anything? It really didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously want to get that great injection of nostalgia, and thank you, D-Moon. You want to go ahead, and that's their main objective. They want to get, old fans to watch again and tune in, get the good ratings. They did that. They accomplished their mission.
They did. I mean, look at the show right now.
Hey Joe, long-time listener, first-time donating.
Hey.
To be honest with you, the only way we can force change in the product is by not watching.
I know.
Maybe WWE will get the hint.
Maybe they will if you guys stop watching. I mean, the ratings, again, we've been over this a million. Sick Johnny, thanks for the $10. Well, then me and my friend Mark are going to stop watching. Sick, thank you, man. I mean, I can't stop watching. This is the job. This is what I do. So I'm going to keep watching. They could bring out Sesame Street and have Kermit the Frog, like, sodomize Elmo, and I'd still be... Actually, that might be pretty good. But no, I'd still watch it. I'd have to watch it, and I'd still review it. I'd come on here, I'd say, you know what? When Big Bird smelled Snuffleupagus his balls, that was interesting. And then Stone Cold came out and waved to everybody. Yeah, if they did that, I'd still watch because this is what I do. But
Bert was tongue punching Ernie's fart box, and I get you. But like I said, that was part of it. I was genuinely excited to watch tonight. I think a lot of people were overall. It was kind of a unanimous, let's do this kind of night. I just feel like they could have done a little bit more in terms of execution. Not even talking about the two arenas. It's just, they should have picked better matchups for tonight. The Miz, being able to recapture the IC title, great move. That was well done.
Let's go through it. Let's go through it a little bit. Like let's go through it. We'll let some donations play. We'll go through it. And we'll keep going back and forth. Yeah, start off with the first thing that happened. We'll go into it.
And we have Shane McMahon and Stephanie in the ring. They're boasting about the 25 years they've been on the air, all the accomplishments. They bring out their father.
Did you see a lot of people angry that Shane was there because of what happened to competition and all this crap? Anybody?
No, I didn't see that. I think it was just because they're both McMahons. They were going to honor their father. I don't think people were looking into too much that it's just a show.
They're bringing everybody back, so I mean,
exactly. I think it was less about why are SmackDown people there, and more or less it's a celebration of WWE, less just about the Raw brand.
Celebration, bitches. No, go ahead.
So, in the honor of celebration, they go ahead and they bring out Vince, and the crowd is chanting "Thank you, Vince," and I think he thought they were chanting CM Punk, and he said something like. He told them, "Don't start that.
Don't start that." Yeah.
I just started dying laughing. She's like, "No, Dad, they're telling you thank you, Vince. I know you're hard of hearing." Made me chuckle.
Yeah, that actually seemed like a genuine moment. He thought they were Vince thought they were chanting CM Punk, and yeah, Stephanie legitimately had to be like, "No, they're chanting thank you, Vince." We got to see a Vince McMahon senior moment.
Says a lot. Pretty scary, huh?
Yeah, right. Like, well, don't start that damn chant.
What'd you say your name's going to be? Finn Balor? Just...
What happened to Vince? What happened to CM Punk returning tonight, Sean's View, you fucking idiot? Anyway, go ahead.
So they go ahead and they announce the GoFundMe plaque. There was no legit GoFundMe. All the people that were triggered by that, it was clearly a joke.
That was hilarious, though. Like a GoFundMe plaque. That was
a
so
GoFundMe
funny.
From their rich asses to make a a present for Vince.
Yeah,
he is still one of the best heels they have. With feels a little cheap, but then again, we're in Brooklyn. He doesn't miss a beat. And he starts chipping in on everybody, and they start all chiming in with the asshole chant, and then the real Vince comes out of his shell, and I didn't need anyone but me. There's not one person in the world that's ever helped me but, and the glass shatters, and there's stone fucking cold, middle fingers in the air. He is just ready to go. He's got his middle fingers held up high on the ropes. He doesn't give a damn. Vince yells like, "Don't encourage him," talking to the fans. And then this is where Vince goes into, I'm an AARP guy now. I'm older. We'll pull out a couple of Miller Lights for old times. I don't blame you. We had it coming. And, he basically throws Shane under the bus saying, look, he's still young and spry. Let's attack him. And I loved it. I loved everything about it. He stuns Shane. Shane sells the first stunner quite well. The second one was even better, but Vince hugs Stone Cold. They're chanting one more time, and Vince says, I don't know if Shane can take another one. They go ahead.
Was funny.
Vince goes to leave, and the music stops playing, and Vince just freezes, turns around, goes to hug Austin again, takes a sip of the beer, and just gets that craptastic stunner. I mean, he's still 25 years into it, can't sell a stunner, but at his old age, he did a great job.
That was actually, I thought it was like one of the best stunners.
It was one of the better ones,
Vince
but he still overall can't sell a stunner. But then from there we go ahead and we see Shane get stunned one more time, and the beer's spitting out. Whoever was throwing Austin the beer needs to be fired.
Well,
he was terrible.
It's it's not Mark anymore because he got fired 2 years ago now. So it wasn't Mark Gibson. They've gotten rid of all the old fogies.
Few eyes sideways.
Mark is gone.
I loved the opening. I really was hoping that because Austin didn't say anything here, we would see him again, but I was like, well, it doesn't really seem feasible. The only reason I slightly thought we would see him emerge one more time was because everything that the Revival said last week, talking about Stone Cold. And we had kind of predicted on your review that, we were going to see the Revival get a bunch of stunners or, finishers, which they did later, but didn't have anything to do with Stone Cold.
Yeah.
But as far as the opening goes, I loved it.
Well, you knew they were going to get, like, with their promo last week, you knew the Revival was going to get beat up by all the old-timers. That's what it set up for.
But with them bringing up Stone Cold, I thought Stone Cold would come back out. I was hoping he would have said something, though. If not now, then maybe backstage.
Though, if they had done that, that would have been insanely hilarious. Like, if he had come out at the end in Manhattan Center then, that place, they deserved that, to be honest. Quite frankly, knowing how, how the crowd was going to be suffering out there like cattle for a while, they should have thought of that and rushed Stone Cold over to the Manhattan Center. That would have been great. And they're left
they had enough time. They had almost 3 hours. They could have gotten him over there.
They're trying to get up, and then Triple H and everybody's like, all right, they've had enough, and they're like, please, and then they're getting up, and then they all leave, and you're like, oh, and all of a sudden, he comes out there and like,
I heard what you said, you son of a bitch.
That.
I heard you last week, and could have gotten into that. Instead, the Miz came out, and that when Raw went off the air, he came out to the Barclays Center and kind of took that role. But
yeah.
So next we get Asuka, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Mickie James versus Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose with Paige. At first, I didn't see Alicia Fox, and I saw the 4-on-4, and I got a little excited. I thought Paige was wrestling.
Yeah, some meathead was tweeting me like, hey, Joe, looks like you were wrong. And it's like, well, it looks like I was just reporting what everybody reported, so it's not even I'd be wrong. But I can't believe
she's out of the Rumble and she's not wrestling still. So
yeah, there's something wrong with her. Like no matter what, I mean, they're saying that she's gonna retire, which we said.
Granted, she's still injured, so she wouldn't want to be missing anything like this. So then we get just the start of the never-ending commercial breaks right here. This is where it begins, and I know because they had a higher viewership tonight that they were going to really cram them in. But my God. I wish they did what they did for either Christmas or New Year's, where they had like the first hour commercial free. That cracks me up every time I see it. This match was not good. I'm sorry. It really wasn't. The 4-on-4 for the women's. I know they want to try and get all the women on the show again, but we've had so many multi-women tag matches recently. To add this on top on your 25th anniversary, you couldn't have showcased Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte, champion versus, I know that's a little too much, but something. Have the Raw Women's Champion out there one-on-one with somebody. They could have had a really good, solid women's match to show off the division. Instead, we get the 8-women tag, and I wasn't feeling it, honestly. It was 12 minutes long. They all posed together after the match. I did like that Asuka cleared the ring and attacked everybody. They made her look incredibly strong before the Women's Rumble this Sunday. The post-match angle, love that, but the match itself wasn't great. I give it like a 4 overall,
Yeah. Wasn't very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if you kind of just concur there or what, but
Yeah, I just kind of zoned out on that match, to be honest.
yeah. Next, we get all of the like GMs type people coming in, and Harvey Whippleman, Brooklyn Brawler, Teddy Long is backstage with Coach. Who else was there? Brother Love, and then the Boogeyman enters and he spits out worms and gives them to Coach. Silly, stupid. Nothing I really cared for, but this is the kind of things they're going to have. They're going to try and acknowledge as many legends as possible.
Yeah, and it was all right, and I liked when they brought the women out there too, later on. But
see, you did like that?
I mean, I just liked that they came out and waved and get out of here. What were they going to do,
I know they weren't going to wrestle. 2 of them are pregnant.
Yeah.
I just wish they
It was like a Hall of Fame announcement. It was like the Hall of Fame of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I wish they got involved in the scrap a little bit more. Like maybe they were just valets to the women's match, or they had some type of meaning towards it rather than just to be like the whole night was like, you remember this one? You remember this person? Oh, this person, they're still alive too. Remember them? Yeah. Like you said with Taker, buy my photo in the back. I wish there was just more of a result for them being there. They gave the rub to new talent more so, is what I was hoping for. Like DX essentially tried to put over, the Balor Club in a sense by giving them the too sweet and, telling them to suck it with everybody. Not that they so much needed that push, but you understand what I'm trying to say there. Next, we had Undertaker in the Manhattan Center. Like I said, he said right here, Steve Austin, Mick Foley, and Kane all had the answer to the Reaper. They all tried. They all failed. And now on this sacred ground, I declare for all those who have fallen, it is truly time you rest in peace. I still don't take that as him retiring with that speech. He may, in fact, be retired. But even Jim Ross questioned it, saying, is that a warning? And Lawler says, I don't know what that was, but it was scary. I don't know. It felt very muddled and confusing. And if he was trying to announce his retirement there officially, I wish they did it better. I wish he was able to convey that a little bit more clearly. That's one of my real gripes of the night. Still cool to see Undertaker. He looked good, but I wasn't crazy about his speech.
Yeah, I wasn't either. It's nothing was good like tonight with those, like as far as speeches and talks. Like Stone Cold's thing was good because he just beat the shit out of everybody. It was perfect. It was what they needed. But I don't know, maybe if Stone Cold had spoken, it wouldn't have been that good either. I mean, the crowd was doing the whats and all the other things, but everybody else that spoke, I wasn't memorable. I won't remember anything from anybody doing anything tonight. Maybe sort of a little bit about. I won't really remember DX's stuff either. I'll just remember seeing them all. There was really nothing that anybody said tonight that was of value. It's already gone past my brain at this point.
Yeah, see, like when I think back to Raw 1000, like another big event like this, I remember when CM Punk turned on The Rock that night and officially went heel. And Undertaker teamed up with Kane. And, there's quite a few moments. Lita went ahead and took on the Wendy's guy back then. Like there was a bunch of little moments. But Heath Slater got his ass kicked by all the legend. There was things that still stay with me. Tonight, I don't feel like they had that same kind of resonance. The nostalgia was heavy and strong, but it was all promos. I don't think there was anything in the ring or necessarily backstage that really warrants taking up space in your brain.
Yeah. Now, we'll talk about the Enzo thing. People ask me about the Enzo thing. We'll talk about that. I mean, I'll talk about it now, I suppose, like for a second. But I'll be doing a separate video. I mean, when somebody's accusing someone of rape, like you kind of got to take it seriously, I guess. You know what I mean? Because you can't.
Yeah, every rape accusation should absolutely be taken seriously.
Yeah, and just because, and I will say, just because the girl seems like a nut, because she does seem like a psychopath, doesn't mean she's not telling the truth. So, like, I don't know. We don't know. You have to wait and see what the evidence shows. But based on her Twitter, it doesn't look good. Like, and for someone to say like if a person says like, oh, they raped me, and then you go look at their social media, and even if they're a little wild, you're like, oh, whatever, maybe it's true. But when you look at this girl's social media, it's like she's lied about other stuff before. She claims to have faked stuff. She talks about cocaine. She's talked about all kinds of crazy
she claimed
shit.
That she was pregnant to an ex-boyfriend, and then it was just a prank that I pulled. But really it wasn't. in the video she posted. She's like, "Oh, well, that was 2 years ago."
She's got
okay,
she's got her
PayPal link. Yeah,
her PayPal link is on her Twitter account, which is weird. Just like all these weird little things that add up to like, I don't know if I can take you seriously, but why would you say this? So, but you don't want to. I don't want to diminish anybody who would, you know what I mean, to come forward, because if somebody was raped, you should definitely come forward. So you don't want to attack a girl for coming forward. You know what I mean? But she does, like, you know, if you are gonna come forward as somebody, like, or a girl or as a female, like, I mean, you should probably just make sure that you're don't have YouTube videos being like, you know, whatever, like, and she got one where she's like, I apologize for saying the N-word, I'm not racist. And then, of course, she's wearing a Boston shirt, but I think she's from New York, so I don't understand that part of it either. I was like, dude, take that fucking Boston shirt off, for Christ's sake. But, I don't know, just a lot of weird shit with what I've seen on social media from her. But we'll see. If she's telling the truth, Enzo's fucked. Or, like, if this even gets a little bit of real to it, like, it's fucked. And he's already suspended now for her just saying it. So,
yeah, I mean, WWE said they have a zero tolerance for matters involving sexual harassment or assault.
I'm thinking about saying
they
Roman
had to do that. They had to go ahead.
Let's say that Roman Reigns raped me. Like, I said, hey, everybody, we could frame Reigns. He'll get him, because if all you got to do is say that the guy, hey, a WWE superstar raped me, are they going to suspend the person if somebody else claims it? Because I mean, you can make fun of the credibility that I have or that anybody else might have that would say that, but this girl don't have much credibility when you look at her stuff. So either, if she's telling the truth, he is fucked. Like, he is fucking, first of all, he's weird and sick and gross and whatever. But if she's not telling the truth and she's lying, I gotta believe that she's in some shit too. And this has happened before with Edge and Christian or whatever, and a couple other people. This has happened over the years. You know, for every actual poor woman who gets goddamn raped by some guy, or a guy that gets raped or whatever, there's people that lie about shit. So, like, it's hard to, like, figure out what's truthful and what's not truthful, and we'll have to wait to see what the truth is.
Yeah, everyone's guilty in the court of public opinion, and unfortunately, you know, it's not innocent until proven guilty. It's guilty until proven guilty nowadays. And I don't want to sound like, oh, he's defending Enzo, because that's not the case. He could be a shithead, and this could absolutely be true.
Enzo does hang out with fucking weird shit. Like, Enzo does.
Exactly, and he's, you know, can be an unsavory character. He's had a lot of issues with you know, friends and colleagues, and he's been thrown off of tour buses, and, you know, granted, but part of it saying, oh, well, he was doing all these drugs and, you know, methamphetamine, and he was on cocaine and marijuana, and it's like, well, he gets tested how many times a year? I find that hard to believe that he wouldn't have tested positive for these drugs if that were the case, especially being back in October. He's been tested before and since then. A lot of her stories, she said that, you know, it was reported to the police like 3 days after the incident itself said to happen, but then she said that it caused her to go into a psychosis, so she was hospitalized for a 45-day stay, but then she said she only stayed 26 of the 45 days, but then she was on her Twitter the whole time selling pictures of herself nude for $40 a pop. So it's like, it's just, it seems like, in a sense, and like you said, you don't want to accuse any victim of not being truthful, but it seems like she's doing this to get ahead in a sense, and if we're wrong, God forbid, you know, hopefully she gets the help she needs.
If she's
just
lying,
hard not to poke holes in her story.
She's gonna get really, I mean, I don't know what money she has, but somebody's getting sued, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly seems like this is something that would be done to get ahead. And that's a terrible thing to say, because you want to believe every victim. Because if someone comes out and says this is what happened, you just want to believe them, because why would you lie about rape? And that's the part of the thing she says. You know, I would never lie about rape. Yes, I lied about pregnancy, but I didn't lie about rape. And, you know,
here's one of her videos.
There is a rape culture in the United States, and it's a very touchy subject, and it's a hard thing to, you know, counter, and no one should have to endure it. It's god awful. I give you that much, but. You know, there are a lot of people that cry wolf. So
here's a little bit of the video.
He's behind the camera.
This is the girl that says Enzo raped her, I guess.
Your story. Okay, guys, I'm fucked in the head.
Like, I'm fucked in the head.
I am on a handful of medication. I have depression, borderline personality disorder, oh my god. And at the same time, I'm a red.
Say multiple personality disorder, because this is going to not be good for her in court.
And I'm a Pisces. That's why my dad keeps telling me to get a job and how I need to, like, go further in life. And I'm like,
I'm going to OD on cocaine, so.
That's...
Yeah, she also admitted to being, since that time, being put on different, like, antipsychotics and whatnot to help her with mental issues. So here's the thing, though. She said the sexual assault occurred on October 19th, and where it had happened, and the police responded on Monday, October 23rd, 2017, at a local hospital for a call of sexual assault. And since then, the case has been under investigation. But you figure if they had evidence or reason to incriminate Enzo, I want to word this carefully. WWE would have already been contacted.
He'd also be arrested.
Yeah, so maybe she felt like, oh, this is getting pushed under the rug, or nothing's getting done. Or maybe they, it wasn't until she came out on Twitter that WWE suspended him, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, because they have to cover themselves. So I kind of
exactly, and I give them that. I mean,
not. This stems back to the Chris Benoit thing, where you come out on Monday and you go, "Oh, in honor of Chris Benoit." Oh wait, he actually did this. Oh my God! Like, oops. So like, you can't. WWE has to literally just go suspend him, figure out what's going on, and then I guess bring him back. But but he's losing time. He's losing wages, and if he didn't do this, somebody is going to be fucked. If he didn't do this, but if he did do this, I mean, he is fucked. He is fucking, and he's fucking.
Absolutely.
He's fucked.
But if you figure they've been investigating it since October, and he's not been suspended or indicted or arrested since then.
Yeah, she didn't get it to work legally, so now she's coming public with it.
Yeah, the court of public opinion is stronger than the law, I guess.
But let's, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. I'll play devil's advocate. She could be a lying psychopath idiot, but also she could be a little nutty, and sometimes people prey on people like this. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is a weak-minded or whatever the hell person. I'm gonna do this, and then all of a sudden their crazy works against you. So I will say that I don't think that Enzo Amore is the type of guy. To me, I don't know him. I don't know. He doesn't seem like somebody that's gonna go rape somebody. But who knows? We didn't know about Bill Cosby either. We thought Bill Cosby was the most wholesome person ever. So I don't know anymore. But somebody's fucked for this, and well, somebody might have got fucked, but somebody's in trouble for this, maybe. Somebody is, I know, somebody is in very big trouble for this, whether it's going to be her or Enzo. Somebody is in trouble, and we're going to wait to find out what happens. But again, like, listen to some more of this.
You're also 4'10".
4'11", actually.
Okay.
My license.
She seems young. Is she? How young is she?
That's so dramatic.
I had it a minute ago. If I find it again, I'll bring it up.
Maybe 19.
How many pounds are you?
Like 92 right now.
I put my weight I always say 130, and I did that too, and I was like 150.
He's 31. She is.
Was counting down the days because I found out that he was moving into the same halfway house that I was living in.
That's.
Okay, she moved into a halfway house. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we'll figure out what's going on. I'm not going to discredit her because of her fucking alcohol abuse.
Yeah, because people have mental issues and addictions and whatnot. I mean, that doesn't mean they shouldn't be believed. But like you said, there's just a lot of holes in her story and things that don't add up. And the people that say things are like, oh, we want to support you, but this doesn't make sense what you said to me. And these are apparently close friends. And my only thing is, I just don't see the police ignoring someone with such a celebrity status behind them. I figured, the police would want to make this kind of arrest. It looks good on them when they book somebody that's, famous per se. It's definitely in their best interest anyways, so I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. We'll have more on this, probably do a podcast about it once more info comes out. Where do we leave off on the Raw review?
On the Raw review, we got...
Let's play some donations first, and we'll get back to it. Figure out where we are, and we'll bring us back.
All right.
Javier Ignacio, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll see if Rich Swann ever comes back, because didn't they? That came back as negative, that he really didn't do what they said. So
yes, it did. And look at that. Most people view him as a woman beater. So
Jeremy, thanks for the sub. Yeah, his wife bailed him out, and it's not what it was, I guess. But you know what? I mean, Adam Rose is gone for something similar.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Cash, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Hey, what's up to Broken Cody in the chat? How you guys doing? We'll get back to a little bit more of the review as soon as we let some of the nations play and see what's up. See what's up with you guys. Hey, if you guys liked Raw tonight, let me know in the chat.
Super chat.
You like Raw in the chat? Here's the Goon.
No Rock, Mick Foley, Kevin Nash, Hogan, Sting. Other than Stone Cold and DX, no legends interested me.
Yeah, there really wasn't. There wasn't a ton. It was your same old type of people returning in a way, the big ones, I guess. The Goon, thanks for the $5. We know Kevin Nash had the knee problem, though. I mean, it was really going to make a big difference. He'll be at WrestleMania. Thanks for the $5 super chat, The Goon. Appreciate that. By the way, we'll be streaming on Twitch in a little while, guys. And we'll be doing PUBG tonight as well. So look for that. Awesome Gamer, thank you for the sub. Yeah, our PUBG stream will probably go a little bit late. And we'll have some fun over on Twitch. So when I go live on Twitch, I'll let you guys know about that. We'll hang out. We'll probably talk some more about this. What's up to Michael? How you doing, bro? Alexa's sweet ass. Bray Wyatt gets lights off, but not The Undertaker. What the hell? Now we enjoy Roman winning the Rumble Sunday. Oh, man. I know that. Didn't that... I mean, before another donation comes in, I mean, Jake, isn't it a little bit ominous that Roman put that belt up and lost it?
Yeah, it's definitely disheartening, to say the least. It makes me actually physically nauseous to think that he could win again.
One of my favorite parts about tonight, by the way, was Elias. I enjoyed Elias, and I told you guys, like,
absolutely, he's so over.
I told you, man, you're gonna start hearing people chant for this guy eventually, and here it is. And guess what? The night after WrestleMania, I told you, the night after WrestleMania, when Elias comes out on Raw, the fucking crowd is gonna come for Elias. I'm not even joking. I'm 100%. Night after
I believe you entirely.
Me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
That boy Cuddy, what up? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Thank you for the subs.
Also, really quick, this girl that is accusing Enzo, Philomena, she's also an inspiring actor. This is from Heavy.com, and she said she's been sober since 2017, so there's a lot of counter-facts coming out now about that.
Glorious! I'm fucking Bobby Roode! Triple H wants to fuck me! Glorious!
My god, this Raw was horrible. Austin was awesome. Raw 1000 was better than this shit. AJ Styles should have been with the Baylor Club and DX would have been cooler. Should have been just in Brooklyn or Manhattan, should have been one arena, hashtag New Japan, hashtag BizPliz.
Yeah, Mag Entertainment. Thank you, Mag Entertainment, for the 24 bucks. I appreciate that, man. Big time glorious bomb we just got. Yeah, maybe maybe if the show was in one location, it would have been more smoother for sure.
What's up, Joe and Jake? Thank you, WWE, for wasting your only feud on a shit show. Undertaker was blank tonight. Austin was on mute. Glad Miz won the title. But please don't let Roman win the fucking Rumble, Vince.
Oh my god.
Screw that fucking bitch shouting rape.
Well, Triple Gaming, thanks for the $5. I appreciate that. We don't know if she got raped. I mean, I'm not gonna, I feel uncomfortable, until I know the evidence. But you know what? The fucking dude, if Roman wins the Rumble, Philly's gonna riot. Philly may tear the ring down.
Then we will get raped by Roman.
Yeah, the people will call the cops on Roman.
She
Joe,
was 19,
I don't know what you're
19.
talking
right.
about, but this show they buried Matt Hardy.
They
They
did.
buried the Revival.
Oh, we're getting there.
Undertaker sounds like he was going to die in mere minutes. Fuck this show. Fuck Vince McMahon. Fuck this product. Hashtag die of Vince Edie.
So, Mirov, I agree with you, man. Thanks for the $5. I'm coming to ShiBUM. I was less angry about it because we knew the Revival was getting buried tonight. Based off their promo last week, I told you they would get buried tonight. I told you that they would get beat up by all the legends tonight. We knew that. I thought everybody knew that.
Finisher after finisher after finisher.
The WWE doesn't see it as buried. They think that, no, we put them over. We put them in the ring with us. Like, that's how they think. I know how they think. Hot Desires, thank you. They're thinking, no, we did not fucking bury them. We put them in one of the main event times of the show, in there with some of the biggest names of the past. That's how they see it. Not saying I agree with it, but that's how they see it.
Raw sucked. Raw sucked. Raw sucked.
Man of 1,005 holds. Thank you for the $2. Raw did. I guess Raw sucked. A lot of people thought it sucked, and I think it kind of did too. Kurt Hawkins, though, you could do that to Kurt Hawkins. I think no one's mad because I think if you put an expected jobber in there, it's like, cool, that's who should have been in there, not the Revival. The Revival should have looked strong. They made Elias look strong tonight. How about that? They made him fucking beat the shit out of Cena. That's what people want the Revival to do. That's what they did with Elias. The WWE literally did it. Like,
yep.
Joe Cronin Rocks is donating. Who do I have to pay to get this donation?
The Undertaker's promo was confusing. It sounded like he was retiring, but Then Jim Ross at the end said that's a warning to everyone, which confused me more. No Rock though, no Cena, Undertaker match. Who was that Razor Ramon with Outsiders colors on?
Yeah, he was a mess. The funny thing was Scott was wearing the jacket he was wearing the night of Top Rope Promotions in Fall River, Mass. When he came out drunk. He was wearing the same goddamn thing. But thank you, Joe Cronin Rocks, for giving the $10, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for all the support and the donations you guys have been giving. And big shout out to the Patreon. I've got a bonus content on the Patreon if you guys want to hear my podcasts that I record and shit like that. Make sure you head over there to Patreon. Yo, Wendell Burton. What's up, Wendell? We're having a goddamn subscriber party, motherfucker. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate that.
So we know that Roman has been, slated to face Brock Lesnar for almost a year now, it feels like. Brock's held the belt since last Mania. He's almost had it a year himself. And since that point in time, it's pretty much been said, Vince, this is what he wanted to see at WrestleMania 34.
Yeah.
Now with him dropping the IC title, Roman certainly seems like a good, on paper contender to win the Royal Rumble. The only thing that gets me going forward, being a little bit hopeful, is that we still have one Raw pay-per-view until then, being the Elimination Chamber. Maybe Roman can take the belt from Brock inadvertently that way in the Chamber, and then, you have Brock and Roman that way at Mania. But I don't see Brock dropping the belt at all. If anything, I would see him losing
A lot
to
of
Braun,
PPL is shitting on this show. I give it A. Honestly, outside of it being rushed, what?
Wow.
Could have made this show better. It seems like you're going to piss off Causals one week and Hardcore A fans the next week.
Nate from VA 804. Thank you, Nate, man. I appreciate that, Nate. But you know what? I think that they meant well. The execution just wasn't the best. The unbalanced timing and just seemingly being all over the place kind of jolted it for me. It was fairly entertaining enough, but it was what it was, and I would give it a 5.
Super Chat Party.
Ace Chavaria.
Wintrips said China's name. I thought he would announce she is joining the Hall of Fame where she belongs. But I guess it's Fook China.
Yeah, Ace, it's too bad. And you know what? Fuck them. They should have put her in the damn thing before. Or they should have had her come back before. It's too late. I almost don't want to see her there. But I know that she probably still would want to be there, so it's too bad he didn't go like, and we're putting her in the Hall of Fame, like where she belongs. That would have been crazy. People would have gone nuts. But I'm over it, though. She should have gotten it when she was alive. It doesn't matter now. They fucked up.
Speaking of unfortunate death, too, I mean, PS Carnivore just brought it up in the chat, but Jim Ross must be, still hurting to find out, the person that killed his wife got off with community service, and that's it. So
yeah, that's messed up, man.
Not many people have addressed this yet, but
you guys don't appreciate enough. Go to sleep.
Serious Stroke Game. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. Hey, is that Road Dogg? That sounds like Road Dogg. Is this Road Dogg? Did Road Dogg just donate $2? Serious Stroke Game. You guys don't appreciate enough. Go to sleep. That is so Road Dogg. Road Dogg, is that you? DM me. DM me, Road Dogg. That sounds like a Road Dogg comment. I'm sorry. I know the Outlaw when I see it. Man, I swear to God, that's Road Dogg. Come on, Doggy Dog. Don't hide behind a stroke name.
Down where?
Thomas Ball. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub,
Going
man.
down there.
You should check us on a Patreon. Due to the fact that YouTube has demonetized most of the videos that we make here, it is important to support us on Patreon. The link for our Patreon is in the description box down below towards
so I missed Raw. Do you think it's worth me waking up early and catching it on Hulu tomorrow morning?
Yeah, Renegade Joe Compton, I suppose, yeah. I think it's worth watching some of these moments tonight. Sure, if you want to see what some people look like, see what all the older women that, from a few years ago that were divas, have said them come out. Terry Runnels was there. I wonder if she tweeted me back. I texted her. I didn't tweet her. I said, say hi to Road Dogg for me. Yeah, Terry Runnels did. She said,
shit bomb.
She said thanks. Okay.
Hash Raw 25. Epic failure.
Yep.
Raw is fucking garbage. Happy New Year, Joe.
Oh, Tuan McGarvin. Thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate that. I hope I didn't just butcher your name, by the way. McGarvin, I like that name. Happy New Year. And welcome to the new the Raw that still isn't very good, to be honest. But thank you, appreciate that. And we got some more rolling in here, so we'll let some more of these roll in here because we're catching up to you guys' comments here in the donations. If you guys want to donate below, it sounds like you know where to do it, but the link is in the description box down below to donate with all the different amounts. All the different amounts are listed on the bottom.
ShiBUM.
You can find them there.
Show is okay. Raw 25 out of 10. Kelly 1010 SAR OOOOLLLLLLTIDDEE.
Jabroni Jabber, thanks for the $5. I wasn't a big fan of her anyway, so I liked her, what she looked like. I was like, cool, she looks hot. But I don't care. I didn't really care that much. He gave it a 3.5 out of 10. Before we start back at...
Yeah, it's a bit too low for me, but...
But yeah, before we start back at where were we? Just before another donation comes in, where were we on the Raw review?
We're with the APA playing cards in the back with Heath and Rhino.
And dude, MVP showed up too. Like he just didn't do anything. He was just there. Harry.
How did this show get so bad? You had weeks to prepare. I wonder if this will be the finger poke of doom moment for the WWE?
No, I don't think so at all. It was a little rushed and tough, but
I was looking at GIFs, and even from them I could tell it was bad.
Harry, thanks, man. It wasn't the worst thing. We've had worse Monday Night Raws over the last few weeks. So, I mean, like, I'm not ready to go there, you know, with this Monday Night Raw. Shoot Crew TV.
No, this was way more entertaining than what we had 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, you know, even last week.
Yeah, I mean, it was cheap, and, like, they brought people out, and that's what made it watchable. But, whatever.
Is Kane and I'm donating.
We got Scabby Zane.
Came back from the future. Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble.
Oh man, Scabby Zane came back from the future and he's telling all of us right now that Roman Reigns is going to win the 2018 WWE Royal Rumble. You know, I was more excited. Scabby, thanks for the donation. I was more excited to see Mean Gene again tonight. He was great. We had friggin', who do we have? We had, oh God, who do we have? Gene Okerlund, but we had, Howard Finkel. We had Howard Finkel. So.
Yeah, the Fink was, announcing, so.
You've got a new subscriber.
Yeah, Super Ugly in the chat. Shout out to those guys having their 100th episode tomorrow. They went ahead and said they didn't put Vince Russo on television. You know, that's true too.
Yeah, they're afraid of a lot of people, putting a lot of people on TV. You know?
Yeah, Cornette, you know.
Yeah, they should have brought Cornette and Vince out. That'd been great.
Okay, Asuka enters at number 1, wins it all. Thoughts?
Too bad Cornette's a liar. Doobie Games, thank you very much. Asuka enters number 1. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and she'll just run a train on everybody.
Yeah, she might go in there and just beat the shit out of everybody. Yeah,
she'll go in there and finger blast them all.
It's got to come down to like Asuka versus like if Ronda Rousey does show up, her. But it does seem like Ronda Rousey won't be in the Rumble, and that Ronda Rousey or whatever will be involved with the horsewoman match that you talked about. It seems like they're gonna go there with it, and then Asuka will just straight up win. ShiBUM.
I believe Taker was just talking about the ledges he's beat on Raw.
Yeah.
It just wasn't worded very well. After Vince and Austin, the show took a nosedive. Why they didn't have the Dudleys at the Manhattan shows Vince has no clue what's going on. Turd 10.
Turd out of 10 says Paige's butthole. Oh no, Paige's butt plug. I'm sorry. I'm practicing.
My fanny.
I'm practicing on it. Well, I think that they had some time to fill, so I don't think the Dudleys would have been at the Manhattan Center. I think that they needed more time to fill on the main show in the big building. So they just went, well, who's available? And then they went, well, we can put the Dudleys on the show. So I think the Dudleys were added because of the other show, and that's why.
That definitely seemed last minute.
Yeah, in a perfect world, you would put them in the Manhattan Center. I get that, but I don't think that there was no more room in the Manhattan Center, and they had extra room there. So hey, why not bring the Dudley boys in? It's for the crowd at home to see more than anything. So yeah, in a perfect world, if you could strategize things, sure, you'd probably have them at. But I see why the WWE did that. You know what I mean? By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Click the bell as well. That way you get alerted when I make daily wrestling videos, daily podcasts. We go live after every WWE event. We'll certainly be live after the Rumble, taking your phone calls. Phone lines are back open again, 339-226-6610.
That girl is lying. She is nowhere near rapeable.
Oh, my God. Brett the Shitman Fart, that's terrible. I thought she was kind of like, you know, wild. You know, she looks like she could, you know, well, never mind. There's no way I'm gonna come out looking right if I say anything.
Yeah, you can't touch that. Not even with Enzo's dick.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified rapist.
You know,
Allegedly.
I guess The Rock did tweet out. He said, "In honor tonight's Raw, most important moment in history." He was referring to when he lost to Mick Foley, and the crowd exploded. You know, granted, yeah, thanks, Rock, but I don't see why he couldn't have shown up tonight, even if he just recorded something.
If he smell. Yeah, whatever. I've had enough of The Rock anyway. He's always there now.
I know, but a lot of people wanted him to show, even myself included. It would have been nice to see him, you know, do a little bit more to acknowledge what got him to be so famous.
Wally Ramos,
as far as
what's
results go, I got poll results here, and grading the 25th Raw Anniversary Edition, 40% of 1,430 votes on ProWrestling.net says that it's 40% disappointing show. So, I mean, you know, 8% was a good show, 15 for, 8% for great show. So most people are giving it a D rating.
Yeah,
it's kind of where they're at right now.
I'd be there. I'd give this a D+. I'd give it a D+. Maybe a 4. I'd give it, I don't know, I'm stuck between a 4 and a 5. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. I'll give it a 4 out of 10, which is not a D+, that's an F, but in my scale and ranking system, this was better though. This was better than those terrible shows. So I don't know. Maybe I forget
what we gave last week. I think we gave last week like a 2 or a 3. At least I did, anyways. So this is like a 6 for me in terms if you're comparing it week to week. It's just they were in a hard spot between the two arenas, having so many legends, and being the go-home show for the Rumble. You know, Chris pointed that out on Twitter too. You know, it makes it even more disappointing when you think about that as well. Trying to sell the Royal Rumble and celebrate 25 years. That's why they had to do the Brock, Kane, and Braun, you know, angle at the end. We'll get to that too, but I mean, that was a bit odd the way it ended as well. So
that was weird.
205 Live is the curse of the cruiserweights.
Yeah, man of 1,005 holds. I said this when I was watching. I'm like, what's next, bro? They can't get the fucking belt defended. Like, every time they set up a match with this belt, somebody gets arrested, or someone's accused of something, or someone gets injured. I mean, this belt is fucking cursed. Just end the cruiserweights. It's a fuck. Like, it is screwed right now. It is such a goddamn mess with the Cruiserweight Championship. Every time they build anticipation for a championship match, it goes to hell. How does it look not having Neville now?
ShiBUM.
How does it look without Neville?
I would love to lick Kelly and Tori's poons.
Oh,
drink their pussy juice and rape and impregnate them.
Oh my
God. Yes, I knew you'd come. I was very disappointed with Austin not cutting a promo. And overall, all the so-called legends were misused.
Jesus Christ, Dickie. I mean, did he just say he was going to rape somebody?
Yeah, both, you know, who was it, Terry and Nikki? Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Or Kelly and Tori,
That's fucked up. I mean, you could say, like, you're going to eat their poon. I'm cool with that, but
yeah,
you're
we
going to
all
rape
love
somebody?
with a poon tank, but...
Roman winning in Philly, prepare for the riots. Enzo's story is weird. It's why I'm skeptical of the first accusation.
Yeah, very weird.
Super Chat Party.
Asuka enters at number 1 and will win it all, or Nyah wins it for making Friend versus Friend storyline. Thoughts?
Asuka enters at number 1 and will win it all, or Nyah wins, making it Friend versus Friend. Doobie Games, thank you, Doobie Games. No, I think Asuka's gonna win. I think she is gonna win, unless of course Rousey has something to do with it. I mean, I suppose she could get eliminated and she didn't lose. She didn't get pinned by anybody, which is the scary thought. But I gotta believe that Asuka would win with the way she's killing it. But maybe not. FaZe Jenks, what's up? It might be the case. I'm not sure. We'll find out though. I mean, we'll find out. That being said, let's go to the phones real quick if I can hold up on these Jonations as they're called. Thank you to Burks JMB for subbing. Let's go to Super Laser on the phone first. What's up, Super Laser? Uh-oh, Super Laser's mic's fucked up. Super Laser, try to fix your mic while you do that. 812's on the phone. What's up, 812?
Hey, it's Renegade Joe Compton.
Renegade, what's up, bro?
How you doing?
Not much. Oh, I'm all right, man. I just got one question when it comes to this whole Enzo deal.
Yeah.
What do we got here? A cup of rapists?
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
I knew someone was going to come out with it.
Cup of rapists, huh? Oh, my God, dude. That is so... It's so fucked up to joke about this, but fuck it. You got to joke about shit because...
And I'm going to spell it out for you. You know, just R-A-P... next. Oh, boy. You know. Super Laser, you get your mic working yet?
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified rapist.
Allegedly.
And I've only got one word that describes me, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. R-A-P-E.
Good to see. I'm sorry. But no, we don't know what happened with Enzo. We don't know if it's a fake story. We don't know if this girl's a fucking lunatic. We don't know if Enzo Amore is telling the truth. We don't know if Enzo Amore is an evil person. We don't know yet. It doesn't look legit based on the credibility of the source. It doesn't, but you never know. You know, you have shit like this go on all over the place. You have women who are tortured and shit with rape or touched and weird shit like the gymnastics girl. Like, tons of this shit goes on. Nobody does a goddamn thing about it, and you feel terrible for these people. But then you also have people that falsely accuse people of shit and try to fucking ruin their lives because they're insane. So you just don't know right now what the fuck is going on. And we're going to have to wait to find out. Super Laser, is he back? Does he have a mic?
Yes.
Super Laser?
He's good to go.
Oh, Super Laser. Okay, what's up, man?
Alright.
Yo.
You know the part where Scott Hall comes out and they cut to commercial break?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that about?
Well, he came out and they just needed a commercial break. So they were like, all right, cut to commercial. And then they came back to him in the ring saying, hey, yo. You know, so they figured the way to save time was, all right, cut it while he's walking to the ring, and we'll get back to his, you know, whatever. They were trying to conserve time.
The internet would have exploded if they had skipped his old promo.
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd go that far, but I mean, it certainly was an odd commercial placement. Maybe it was going to take a while to get to the ring, but
man, Super
still,
Laser's mic, Super Laser, his mic sucked. Like he sounded like he was calling from a bathroom. He's a donator though, so he got to say something. But otherwise, I would have been like, what the fuck? 631, what's up? Thank you, Super Laser.
It's the Don. What up?
Oh, fuck yeah, the Don! The Don! Don, man, what's up, bro? I can't believe you're back. It's been, how long have you been listening to this off and on? 3 years?
3 years here.
God damn it, Don. I saw you on Twitter and was like, is that the Don?
Yeah, this is SummerSlam, I believe, when Randy Orton cashed in the money back on Daniel Bryan.
That's when this shit started going
dude,
live.
that's like 5 years then. You've been here for 5 years, bro.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, we're getting old. Yeah, well, what's up, Don? How you been? What's up? What are you thinking?
I think Raw I didn't really care for Raw that much tonight. The only thing I enjoyed was the Stone Cold coming out, and I really enjoyed the Miz and Roman Reigns match. I actually really enjoyed that match. I think Miz and Roman Reigns did a hell of a good job in the ring tonight.
Yeah, it was a decent match. I mean,
yeah.
Granted, it's always seen before. There were no real surprises, but I especially love the ending. I like the fact that he took off the turnbuckle cover during the second rope.
Yeah, it was funny because the cameras didn't even catch him do it either.
Well, they purposely tried to avoid them picking up on it. You saw him in the corner for a second, and then they cut away quickly to focus more on Reigns. Well executed for him to fall into the corner. I liked it.
We should have seen it though. I thought shouldn't we have seen
finish beforehand?
Shouldn't we have seen him do it a little bit more? Because did we notice it? Like I don't know.
No, they didn't show it at all. Which was I actually enjoyed it more because we didn't necessarily see it coming. So once they said, "Oh, the uncovered turnbuckle," I was like, "Oh!" And then they played the replay, and it really set it in. So you know, I preferred it that way of not seeing it.
Danny JJS. I'm gonna go to the chat real quick. Danny JJS said, "I'd say it was a good match, but we saw more ads than the match. How much of these ads and these commercial cuts like really kind of interfering with the flow of these shows right now.
It murdered it tonight. They had more commercials tonight than they have at any other Raw because they had increased viewership too. So
yeah.
Oh, dude, it was terrible. I couldn't stand the commercials, especially when the Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy match, when they came out and did their entrance and they did a couple moves in the like 2 or 3 minutes into the match, they cut to a commercial break right after that. I was like, you just came back after a commercial break. Yeah,
you just came back from a commercial to have, Matt come out, and then you go, it was a minute and like 10 seconds. They go to commercial, they come back, and then the match was over anyways, and Matt lost. I mean, we'll discuss that more later, but what a bizarre decision, and it looked like they almost didn't even want to be there. I know it was a small crowd, so it really was like a hard thing to sell over TV. Maybe it went over a little bit better in person. But that match was a disaster to me. They failed to pull the trigger for so long on Matt, and they're just losing so much steam with him right now. And this match wasn't advertised beforehand either.
Yeah, they just like put it together. I thought they were gonna like have a match at the Royal Rumble. Maybe. Yeah,
we kept speculating, like, is a deletion coming? Are they gonna wait till Mania? What's going on? And then just to have him lose, why have Matt lose clean in the middle of the goddamn, Manhattan Center? It just baffled me. It made no sense. Here they want to make, him a huge star, and then to have his brother, I know it's off camera, but run out to the ring after the fact and play that Brother Nero role. The whole thing was just really bizarre and very disheartening because, to see him lose on TV when they're supposedly trying to build Matt up, like, we've seen him lose before. That's how we got into the broken gimmick. Don't you want him to be, just destroying and conquering, not getting his ass kicked?
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. And
yeah.
What else happened tonight? Oh yeah, the Undertaker. I don't know if Undertaker's retiring or he hit his head on the door like Goldberg did, and he has a concussion. I don't know what happened.
Seemed like he got a little confused with his promo there. Well, was there anything you did like from tonight? Something you did enjoy?
That I didn't enjoy?
No, that you did enjoy. Was there something you did like?
Oh, like I said, the Miz and Roman Reigns match, and then the Austin, where Austin came out and stunned everybody. That was about it. Other than that, the show was boring. My friend fell asleep watching it.
Gotcha. I don't know if Joe's still here or not. Joe, can you hear me?
I'm here then.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah,
it said I lost you on Skype for a second there, so.
Yeah, I had to fix something.
All right, goddamn shitty Skype. Yeah, overall, though, there were a few enjoyable moments, but I feel like it was just the commercials outweighed everything good.
I like the way they're doing with Elias. I like the way they're doing with him, and I was also happy to see Chris Jericho. And I like his new T-shirt, by the way. Also, his T-shirt is awesome.
Yeah, I'm not happy with Jericho because he still blocks me on Twitter, so I'm still mad.
You're still salty. Justifiably so, but him adding Elias to the list was great.
Yeah, I gave his match with Kenny Omega an 8 out of 10, and apparently he didn't like that.
So Dang. You just made the list with him?
I made the list. I'm on the list. Joe Cronin's on the list, right next to that fucking Ryan Satin dirtbag. Don, I'm going to let you go, man. Appreciate the call. Good to hear from you, and, dude, thanks for listening all these years and still being here.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
All right, man, I love you. I love the Don, man. Good to hear, man. The Don, man. I love that.
Yeah, he's, like you said, 5 years.
Amazing.
Damn.
He's been calling. He was one of the first callers I ever had. One of the first ever. Crazy.
Yeah, Jericho was great backstage. I wish we got to see him come out and do a little bit more, but that was pretty much, the theme of the night for me. I wish we got a little bit more from everybody. I think they focused on things that I feel took up the wrong amount of time.
They just wanted to get stuff out there. They didn't care. Like, I mean, even with the main event with like Lesnar and all that stuff, they just wanted to get appear, guys. Like they didn't.
Yeah, they wanted to have everybody be touched upon. You know?
They didn't want to really write anything special or anything like that. They were just like, go out there so we can say that you appeared too. Like that's all it was. Lazy. Like they thought like, oh, whatever the fuck, throw them out there. Who cares? And whatever the fuck, that's all they cared about. So whatever, shit happens. Let me play some more of these donations. We got people chiming in some more.
Yeah, while you're getting through this one, really quick, I'll catch us up a little bit further. We had everybody coming out. William Regal, John Laurinaitis, and Eric Bischoff were on the ramp. They got a nice pop. And then Daniel Bryan gets introduced as a special guest from SmackDown. Bryan led the fans into a yes chant. So over still. Amazing how over he is without wrestling. And that's when the Miz interrupts him, walks out, and they had this epic stare down, the two of them. Just makes you wish Brian can come back that much more.
Yeah, and you got one of the most Huskers. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for subscribing. Hit that sub button down below, guys. Don't miss out on the daily wrestling videos. Yeah, Daniel Bryan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I guess probably, you know, DX and The Undertaker and shit got pretty good ovations, but oh shit. It's the Brock Lesnar. It's the Pyro. We were missing this Pyro tonight.
I love the sign that said, "Where's Pyro?" Remember Pyro.
I'm getting hard, I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
You can suck my dick.
I did like the AJ Styles and Mean Gene bit. Although Gene didn't seem too pleased with the Hogan impersonation. Go Patriots.
Thank you, SoCal Chris, for the $9. And yes, thank you for saying go Patriots. I appreciate that. I had to deal with all that shit all day the other day. Look, he even sent this little, oh.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
This show sucked. I paid $250 for a ticket. Same old shit. Other than Austin, this was weak show. No Hogan, no Punk, no Vince Russo, no Rock. I want to eat Tide Pods tonight. This show was a waste of money.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to maybe be something like this. I mean, you're really paying for such nostalgia to not really get too much out of it. Joe Cosentio. I think that, you know, you had to go in expecting that, and I sort of tried to build that warning. I think I tried, you know, but it would still be better to be there, I would think. But Manhattan Center is probably quiet.
Put your hands in the air. If Raw gave you AIDS, I'm not afraid to say. Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw. Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw.
Go home show. Who cares? It's not like we are not gonna watch the Rumble now. I was hoping they would save some surprises for the PPV, and hopefully they did. That's the only reason I'm not killing myself right now.
That's a good point.
Y2J should have just called via FaceTime.
That would have been funny. Thanks, D's. D's V1, thank you.
Stone Cold was the L sucked.
Stone Cold was the best. Everything else sucked. I don't know why I read it terribly, but Huskers, number 1, thank you for the dose. The $2 donation, appreciate that. And yeah, everything else after that was pretty much stuff that, I mean, I know we'd seen Stone Cold do that stuff before. I know that Steve didn't say anything, but it still was like the best moment, and it started the show. The DX thing was kind of cool at the end, but the Undertaker promo, I mean, that was the biggest flop ever. Like, what the fuck? You know, all these websites, though, are saying that Undertaker's calling everyone out or something, so. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Yo, it's Hacksaw Jim Thuggin, motherfucker.
Royal Rainsy is happening in Philly.
Royal
Prep
Reigns.
your Molotov cocktails now.
Prep your Molotov cocktails now. Oh, Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. What's up, Hacksaw Jim Thuggin? Yeah, man, are you ready for Roman Reigns to win that fucking thing? Holy shit. People are going to freak the fuck out, dude. They're going to, like, those Philly fans, I'm telling you, like, there's got to be a riot there. Like, they have got to be sick of shit if he wins. Like, they have got to be sick of it. Here's Mean Gene right here. Here's Mean Gene hitting on Leah.
I love this painting, bro.
You haven't seen it yet.
It was fantastic. It was the best show that's. You're sure you didn't see it? It was.
Oh wait, there's Jim Cornette.
Oh, there's Cornette.
But wait a minute, but Cornette doesn't know who I am.
Wonderful. People were raving about it. They were throwing money at me as I walked off the stage. You're sure you weren't there, right? I'm telling you, they were not only throwing money at me, but several of them were offering their young daughters as tribute to me.
Well, I'm afraid of losing her right now, to be honest. I mean.
Well, you should be afraid of losing her. You couldn't get a date on a tombstone.
So, and Jim Cornette called me an idiot. It was amazing.
Jim Cornette called you an idiot?
I don't. Yeah, he was a. He also called me a sociopath too.
Okay, well that's calling the kettle black.
Well, I mean, Gene, what have you been up to besides doing the tours? Besides doing that, you all right? Pull something. These chairs aren't too comfortable. You okay?
I've got gas. I've got to go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought I had to go get someone.
For me,
Oh, I fucking love Mean Gene, bro. His hands were all bloated, too. I was staring at Mean Gene's hands thinking, like, man, his fucking hands look bloated. He looks sick. And then, like, 3 minutes later, he's faking a heart attack, and I'm believing it because I was thinking, like, he's going to fucking have a heart attack. And here he is 3 years later, and he's on Raw still, and he's not had a heart attack. So...
And he wanted to take Leah out for a nice steak dinner, never call her back.
Yeah, where's that clip? That's on here somewhere. Is that at the end?
I know. He wanted to take the current monetize this champion out.
Yeah. Who couldn't blame him? You know what I mean? Who? You know, I can't blame him. Here, okay, I think I found the clip.
Up?
And I know we're taking a break from the Raw review a little bit, but you guys, we got to give you guys some love. I mean, so let's give you some love with Mean Gene. Let's see.
Have to.
Okay, well, that's calling the kettle black.
Oh, here it is.
With Jim Cornette.
He really wants to hook up with Leah.
This guy has been institutionalized on 7 different occasions that I can verify.
Well, Mean Gene, what have you been up to besides doing the tours? Besides doing that,
Ooh, like he's having a heart attack.
I've got gas. I've got to go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I
I hope I didn't sell that deal too hard.
Oh, it was great. I was looking around like, who do I call? Where's the button?
That's it. Get the guy's shoe size. He's got a problem.
Look at him staring at Leah right here.
Young lady.
That is my wife, Leah.
Wife Leah, you do a great job with that camera. You do a great job with that camera.
All right, guys. Ted wanted me to do
it,
and I've officially.
The best thing about this video was at the end when I'm outside and I'm looking at that weird statue outside the building. And
yes.
If people haven't seen this, check this out.
all these people running away because they're seeing the.
No, I think I'm okay right now, but I am getting there. I do need some water. Yeah, can you tell? Don't faint on me. We're also standing next to a gigantic. She's like,
this is great.
The Fan Fest at the Rhode Island Convention Center. All the wrestling legends were there. We got most of them, and I even got interviewed by another wrestling podcast. So shout out to those guys. We're standing in front of the Rhode Island Convention Center, and we had a great time. It's a huge building. We're also standing next to a gigantic sexual device that can be used on women who are giants, apparently. Like, what the hell kind of dildo is this thing? Like, what do you do with this thing? Does it go in? Does it go out? Does it go around? What is this? Leah, do you know what this is? Leah, rub up on this and see if it works. Well, anyway, this is Joe Cronin signing off from Adult Sex Toys Rhode Island, and we'll see you next time at FanFest 6.
I just couldn't get over this. I'm such an asshole. People are walking by on the street like, why is this guy talking about this piece of art as if it were a dildo? But I really thought it was. But yeah. So
it's all about interpretation.
Let's close up this. Let's close up a little bit more on the Raw before we get out of here.
We'll just touch on the main things here. So
let me play one more of these. Let me play one more of these.
Super chat.
I got to hear from Nate.
Nate again. What's up, Nate?
You know what's crazy tonight was the Go Home show.
Yeah. You know what, Nate?
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because the last guy mentioned that a minute ago. I forgot this was a Go Home show. It's unbelievable to me, actually, that the Royal Rumble is next week. I mean, they're probably going to sell the deal hard tomorrow night because, you know, whatever, they didn't really do it tonight. Tonight was the Nostalgia Act. But I am shocked. I guess that the main event tonight was supposed to, you know, show that as well. But, wow, like, I forgot the Rumble was happening. That's not good. You want to remind people. It's like when I'm reminding you guys to subscribe, right? Like, if I sit here and don't say anything, a lot of you watching for the first time might say, oh, that was all right. I'm going to go do something else now. But if I had said, hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I do videos daily and I'm always doing shit. I've been doing this for 5 years. Get over here and subscribe. Many of you will go, you know what? Fuck it. I'll subscribe now. He's right. And and you will click the subscribe button to give it a chance for a week or two or whatever. And that call to action really does something. Now, there was subliminally some calls to action of the Rumble happening, but there should have been more about, like, man, this Rumble, like, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't really tie in a lot of stuff. Maybe I was distracted by all the nostalgia. Maybe they did do it.
They did it, but it was
crazy.
The nostalgia outweighed it. And they also really didn't do their typical, like, by the numbers and history of the Rumble and all that. So it's a hard sell. They tried to focus on some of the matches that are coming up, too. You know, like we had the Peep Show with Christian. and the crowd tore into Jason Jordan so bad that it even like started to like fall onto Seth Rollins as well. He went to go speak, and they were just like inadvertently booing him too. You know, so they were trying to sell that the new founded Shield, I guess you can call them, with you know, Seth and Jason are going to be defending the titles against the Bar at Royal Rumble. But still, it just felt more about Christian than it did the Rumble, you know? So I get your point. The nostalgia was just too heavy for a go-home show.
Yeah, they missed something there for sure. But where were we on the review, I suppose?
We got through the actually right at the Peep Show with Christian. Like I said, the live crowd was just brutal to him. It was great. When he started to cut off Seth Rollins and they just tore into him, it was fantastic. Next, we saw an Edge video package, more of the APA poker game with Titus Worldwide and Natalia now playing in the back. And then Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. JR said that Hardy is as goofy as a pet coon. You know, it was just they had, you know, just not a lot of offense. They looked very stiff and like they didn't want to be there. 2 commercial breaks ruined any chance of getting into the match anyways. It was only a 6-minute match. Felt a lot shorter because of the commercial breaks. Wyatt hit Sister Abigail after Hardy had blood in his teeth and was like laughing at Bray. So it was just, they gave away the match on television. There was no build up at all. They gave it away for free after not having them fight at the Rumble. Hardy loses. It wasn't announced previously. Is this like a sign of things to come, that they're not behind Hardy anymore, or did they just throw them out there last second to try and pick up the you know, Manhattan Center crowd?
Well, I mean, I think they're behind him in a way because only because of what Matt has said to me. That's all I'll say, is like what he said to me every time has come true. And we're going 3 or 4 for 4 on Matt Hardy with me in DMs. We're going 4 for 4. Okay? So the next thing that I was told is get ready for what we do next, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. I can't wait to do what we have on the table. So that, speaking with him, and I won't say what else he said, but I mean, speaking with him there, I can say that. So knowing that tells me that something else is coming, because every time something else was coming, it did come. And so I'm assuming that there's a bunch of other stuff coming and that they're sort of just delaying a little bit. And I know that he lost tonight, and that was a little bizarre, right? But
this is their first meetup as Woken Matt, and he's going to lose?
I mean, I expected this to happen on the 205 Live tour. Fine, whatever. Maybe some of the videos will leak out. Okay, you know, but it's off air, so it's kind of not really canon in a way. You know, house shows are like wishy-washy with canon, right? But it was seen on television on Raw tonight, on the main thing. Like, but I could see that this only makes him go crazier and makes him say, you know what I mean, I am going to delete you once and for all. And the chase is important to Matt Hardy. It isn't good if Matt Hardy does just beat Wyatt. It's weird. It's weird. Matt Hardy is somebody who is going to lose a bunch and eventually will get that big win. And I think that's how he's booked. So I know that it is kind of fucked up that for the first time we see him lose on Raw when this feud is really just in its infancy, I guess. Why would he lose? I get it. I think they jumped the gun with that tonight. I don't think there should have been a winner. They should have gotten disqualified. Why in the world did they not get disqualified? Why didn't they go outside the ring and fight and get counted out? And then why didn't Matt Hardy like bite Bray Wyatt and have blood on his mouth or something, and then be like screaming at the Manhattan Center, and Bray Wyatt, runs away or whatever.
Exactly. I wanted to see it really, be brought up to another level than what we've seen before.
Yeah, why did somebody have to take a pin tonight? That's the thing.
This was really a count out or disqualification moment. There was no reason to have anyone get pinned.
Right. Now, speaking of whatever, 661 is on the phone. 661, what's up?
Joe, I have a major problem with tonight. There's like 15 open spots in the men's Royal Rumble match.
There's like, oh shit, really? Okay, all right. So what's the problem?
There's like 15 plus, and then I'm wondering how are they gonna fill the rest of the Rumble out, because we only have one more go home show left.
Well, you think that probably a lot of the people will just be regulars that you would have expected anyway, and I don't know how many surprises there could be, though.
15 spots. We're going to have probably, 3 or 4 from NXT. like we usually do. We'll have a few cruiserweights and then maybe a few returning people. So that should be 15 right then and there. You figure there's a couple from SmackDown and Raw, and like a Gold Dust, maybe somebody like Big Show. What do you think people like that?
What do you think the over/under on returns is? Like actual returns, like oh my God, this person's back, like Batista's back, whatever. Like what is the over/under on that? I'm gonna say that it's only about a 3. Like I would say no more than 3.
It's got to be low.
It feels like it's gonna be low this year.
It doesn't feel like it's anything gonna be that drastic. Maybe we'll get Jeff Hardy to come back. Since we saw him tonight, he might be in some fighting shape, but
yeah, possibly.
I don't know if he's cleared.
732, you're live. What's up?
Hey, Joe. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, I went to the show tonight. Fucking sucked.
Which show? Which building were you at?
Barclays Center.
Okay, all right. So,
oh, really?
We heard from the Manhattan Center that that it was kind of tough because of all the timeouts and stuff. I mean, because whatever you guys sat through, they sat through more. What was sucky about it tonight? Because normally when people are there, they kind of liked it, even if it wasn't a very good show. But what made it terrible tonight?
Yeah, there's only 2 matches: the Roman match and the girls match. That was it. It was fucking gay as shit. The best part was fucking DX versus Bullet Club when he fucking missed it.
Yeah, what do you think of the Elias Cena thing when he beat the shit out of Cena?
Yo, that was the best part because fucking Cena put over Elias, and I thought that was cool as hell.
That was cool as hell, man. Like seriously, like that was like wow, like because he's gaining steam. You know what I mean? And for him to get the I mean, no, he low blowed him, but it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Cena, but I thought it was cool that he put over Elias.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I did. I thought that was probably one of the best parts of Raw tonight, was seeing what they did with Elias.
You gotta respect Cena for that.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Hey, man, put me out there and let me let this guy get one up on me on Raw. That's cool.
Yeah, and on top of the fact of I imagine we're going to see them have an altercation in the Rumble. One will probably eliminate the other, and I think this might set up them fighting at WrestleMania.
What were the fans like? Yeah, they might actually. That's true, Jake. What was the atmosphere like there? Were there people chanting anything at your place, like "this sucks" or anything?
They're pretty dead. Even on the friggin' anything that was going on in Manhattan Center, everybody was dead. Nobody was making any noise. I was the only person up for friggin' Matt Hardy. Nobody even gave a shit about anything.
Yeah, that sucks. It came off pretty decent on the show, at least over the TV. But yeah, that sucks, man. Thanks for the call. Sorry that it sucked. I mean, it was going to be a tough one when you split the shows. You knew it was going to be fucking weird. Seb, what's up? Hey, Seb.
Gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Sorry, brothers, it might be a long extension here from Australia.
Hey.
I have been drinking since this morning. I've been smashing back bourbons.
Hell yeah.
So I may be more or less coherent than usual.
That's
I'm not
fine.
Sure.
I wish I was like you
but hey,
right
now.
now.
I just wanted to share an opinion from down under, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, let's start with the positive, shall we? I gave the show about a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Let's be honest, it was far better than the usual crap that WWE serves up on a silver platter to us week in, week out. It was more entertaining. The nostalgia pop was there. I enjoyed that aspect of it, you know?
Absolutely. It certainly was more entertaining.
The fact that it was chaotic actually helped it because it wasn't the normal snooze fest. It was chaotic. It was like, okay, now we're going over here and this is happening. So I agree with you. It was way better than usual because normally it's like a long run up a big hill, but tonight it felt chaotic. And even though the execution wasn't the greatest, yeah, it's definitely better than what we normally get. For sure.
It's a good way of putting it, Joe. Chaotic, but you know what? To me, it seemed like they had a long checklist.
Yep.
They had a long checklist of shit that they wanted to get through, and they were trying to pile it in, cram it in, as much as they possibly could. You know?
Yeah.
There was no semblance of order to it. There was no rhyme or reasoning to it, and I kind of get that. It was the occasion for it, I suppose, but.
Well, that's why you had the fans upset.
A great opportunity.
That's why you had the Manhattan Center fans upset because they were just delaying for fucking, they were delaying for whatever they had to do on the other show. So because of the chaos, the fans kind of suffered. That's why you could hear it and you could see them when they cut to JR and Jerry Lawler. I think for the first time maybe the fans behind them, did you see them? Normally fans are like, oh my God, look, I'm on TV. They were like dead. Like,
yeah, they looked like they were put through the ringer.
They had their arms crossed like, oh my God, how long is this going to be? One of the girls looked like that. The boyfriend dragged me here. Like, it was very strange. I definitely get that. But yeah, make one more point before I let you go, especially with Australia. What time is it right there? Is it 9 p.m. right now?
It's approaching 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Joe, so I've been drinking for about 6 hours. But look, where was Mick Foley tonight? I mean, there were a lot of omissions tonight, which I understand, but where was Mick Foley? Where was, I don't know.
I don't think they could fit it in if they had him. I mean, to be...
but look, what you said one more point. I'm trying to focus on the positive here. I love the nostalgia pops. I love the scene in the background with the APA playing poker. I mentioned it earlier in the chat. I love the scene where Reiner was giving his motivational speeches to Slater as he was losing at poker and the APA was giving him shit, you know. That was fantastic. That gave me a good laugh. That gave me a good chuckle, you know.
That was pretty funny.
But they just missed an opportunity tonight.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go.
It really was a softball.
All right, man.
They could have done that much more.
Thank you for the call, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Seb. Always great to hear from
out to all
our brother from down under.
Yeah, shout out to all the Australian listeners and anybody coming over from LA right now. We know that we got the West Coast tuning in. We have a lot of the people from Australia, New Zealand as well. New Zealand's a big following over there.
Yeah, Joe, Matt the Misfit just, he hit me up in the DMs. A few other people had sent it, but Stone Cold cut a promo on Mike Rome, actually. He basically went on to him saying how, Vince saying that he didn't need anyone's help is ridiculous because Austin was a big part of the Attitude Era. Austin calls Rome a piece of trash and rips him a few more times before ending the interview. This is on WWE.com and WWE's YouTube channel. So it's about 2 minutes and 40 seconds that Austin cuts this promo.
When did this happen? I don't get it.
After Raw went off the air, they went ahead and they put this up on WWE's YouTube channel.
Let me go look.
Yeah,
is there audio?
You can pull that up. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is WWE.com exclusive.
Who did he cut a promo on again? Mike.
On Mike Rome backstage.
Who's Mike Rome?
The interviewer there.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you don't see him often.
I don't even see this. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh yeah, he's that like slick back one that looks like he might swallow somebody. Okay.
Yeah, him.
A better way to kick off the show than with Stone Cold. For a couple of years. So when they gave me the call, hey Steve, we're going to celebrate Raw 24.
I hate these backstage announcers they have. I hate all these guys. Maybe Steve hates them too because they suck. Like, I mean, come on. They have no personality. Mean Gene had a personality.
Following down the path that I set. The guys that blazed the path before me. Well, I mean, take my hand. You flew me all the way out here. Now you go bring me backstage and treat me like a jabroni. Well, I mean, did you not do any more prep than that? You got one question. Okay, what's your name? Mike. Okay, Mike, you're going to ask Stone Cold a couple of questions, and you just did one question. Do you know who you're talking to? My name is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I actually drew money. I actually was the World Heavyweight Champion. I won 3 Royal Rumbles. And you bring
But Austin sounds great. Sounds like, classic Stone Cold. So why couldn't they have done this on the fucking show?
You're a chump.
This might be a shoot.
To go back to your house, do your homework.
But they still filmed it and put it up on the YouTube channel and the website. Why not? They could, it could have been done on air.
Proper interview personnel. You got no business interviewing something like me, son. You're way out of your league. Go back and do your homework. I'm sure everybody back home is proud of you, but you're just a piece of trash in my eyes. Do you understand that?
Steve, a little stumbly there. I don't think it was real. I don't think it was real based on the stumbliness. And then they put it up like you said.
Yeah. I don't think it was a legit,
No.
promo.
It kind of came from a place though, for sure. You didn't give me any mic time, he said. That's funny. Let's play these last donations. And subs, man. What's up? Thanks for subbing. Mike, what's up, Mike? Thanks for subbing, bro. We're going to go live with PUBG on Twitch in a minute, guys, so make sure you come over there. We're going to try to get me partnered.
25th anniversary.
We got to try really hard to get me partnered on Twitch, so I appreciate everybody coming over to Twitch.
I got another chicken dinner, Joe. I found out I'm just not a good team player.
Yeah, solo's easier. You can just hide. Like, it's crazy. What's up?
A shit ton of kills.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. I heard my own voice and broke my own ears. Jesus, shit.
Super Chat Party.
What's up to the Super Chat?
Don't know how the show came out on TV, but I was there in Brooklyn and it was pretty good. Biggest pops happened during Stone Cold and Reigns losing.
Yeah, Zero Kaiba, thanks for the $5 Super Chat. Yeah, the dollar Super Chat's down there too if you want. Yeah, I'll leave all the donations on while we stream PUBG if you guys want to drop them there too. But yeah, Steve's cheer was the biggest. I'd say Daniel Bryan was in there too. And definitely Roman Reigns being booed as well was pretty big. Harry
and Jason Jordan getting booed out. And Elias got a great reaction too.
Yeah, Elias got a pretty good reaction. I expect his reactions to just keep climbing, especially as we get to Mania and we get to the night after Mania. It's going to be a big fucking correlation. Seth, thanks for the sub. Let's get to Harry and Ace. We'll see what they have to say, and then we'll get to Tommy. We got him on the phone. Sale Sora, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it.
While waiting for the donation to come in, yeah, you noted that the women came out. We had JoJo introducing the Bella Twins, Maurice, Kelly, Lillian Garcia, Jacqueline, Tori Wilson.
Matt tweeted that he was bringing in his characters and the Great War is not over.
There you go. He's bringing in everybody.
We knew it was happening. I mean, he had the Vanguard 1 thing, and he alluded to Senor Benjamin, so...
Brady out for SB broken esophagus, sucking ref's cock.
Ace, what's up, Ace? Get some new material, Ace. Get some new material, bro. Come on, don't make me go off on a Patriots on a rant about you NFL watchers. Come on, bro. In 2001, he cheated because of the tuck rule, even though the NFL made that rule, and then it happened randomly. You know, I mean, they suspended this guy for 4 games. For no reason, they suspended him pretty much for 4 games. The NFL hates Brady. I can't wait to see Goodell's face if Brady wins another Super Bowl. If Brady has another ring, the NFL is going to be pissed, and it's going to be funny. The NFL fans are such crybabies, dude. I mean, come on, dude. You guys are such crybabies. Oh, Spygate, and then this happened, and then the balls are deflated. It's like, is it either that either the Patriots cheated or the NFL is helping them win? Which one is it? Because the NFL penalized the Patriots multiple times for cheating, but now people say the NFL is helping them win. I mean, get the fuck out of here. You are retarded. The NFL fans have proved themselves to be fucking retards. Just like, oh my God, it's all rigged. The Vikings picture with the Patriots came out. So, oh my God, it's rigged. See what happened? It leaked out. Oh my God. Oh, guess what? It's the Eagles versus the Patriots. So that wasn't real. You're fucking stupid. It was obviously an accident. Get over it. Oh, the ref said hi to Brady towards the end of the game. Oh, guess what? He also went up and shook Bortles' hand at the end of the game. Oh, guess what? The refs do this with everybody. Go look up the video. You can find everybody doing the same thing. Oh, the referees blew a call. The referees always blow a call because the refs have no idea what a fucking catch or a penalty is anymore. So get the fuck out of here and stop crying. If you don't like it, if it's all rigged, don't watch the game.
Only a brick wall can stop you. Its name is the Eagles.
Hey, Harry, we handled the Eagles a few years back in 2005. We beat you guys 24-0. I mean, 24-20. Remember that game? And then you guys pissed on the Patriots bus. But that's okay because we took home a ring. So suck my ass, Harry. You can hate all you want, but it don't matter. I give other teams credit. I'm not a crybaby like you guys are. Tommy NC 2010. What is up, Tommy?
So much, Joe. How are you doing tonight, man?
Oh my God! What the fuck? Why are you looking like a fucking idiot right now?
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that.
Okay. Well, since you're gonna say that, I'll put you on camera so that everybody can see that you actually do look like a fucking idiot.
I don't think I look like an idiot. I think I look like the coolest dude in the game. Okay.
What game? What the fuck was that? What game?
You know, just the YouTube gang. You know what I'm saying? That's just blowing up in the styles.
With the losing subs
Tommy,
game?
you are losing it life hard right now, my friend.
All right, Tommy, what do you think of Raw? Jesus fuck.
I thought that Raw was fire tonight. I thought it had its down moments, but it had its up moments. One thing I wish they could have done was they could have had it more in the other arena, because I thought that pushed back more to the old days of Raw. And I actually kind of freaked out a little bit when I saw the old stage and I saw what they were doing. Like, they're going back and forth to like the new set and the old set, and I kind of liked the setup that they had. And I do like the the promo with the WWE champion. That was an old flashback. I thought it was definitely. It had its ups and it had its downs, but it definitely delivered tonight on Raw.
Okay, Tommy. I love you, bro. Tommy NC 2010. It had its ups and downs. As he says, every
week.
single Monday when he calls the show. It had its ups and downs. Like, unbelievable. We're going to play some PUBG in a second, but first I want to
He
take
didn't say lackluster.
That's true. Let's take one last call from, we got to take his call. Scott Frame. What's up, Scott?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Joe?
How are you doing, man? What'd you think of Raw?
I would give Raw a 3 out of 10, one for each stunner that was taken. Everything else was shit. I don't know how, Tommy, you can say this is good. I don't know. It was awful. Terrible.
Well, Tommy was looking like a rejected member from the Tick Crew, so I wouldn't worry about it. But fucking,
that's too good.
That's fucking awesome. I didn't
somebody in the
that.
chat said it. Give them credit, but it's just I liked a lot of tonight, but then again, like I said before, it's just they missed out on so many simple opportunities to make this actually look great. They had their chances. I really think they should have showcased better matches, better opponents. Bringing out Titus Worldwide and everything they did there. I mean, the Dudleys, yeah, it's cool to see them come back, but they haven't been gone that long, honestly. Matt and Bray, that match really sucked. So Roman and Miz, they put on a good bout, but besides that, we really didn't have anything else worthwhile of watching, and that was Wavy Blues with the tick line. So shout out to you, Wavy.
I like it.
But all in all, it's just I truly wholeheartedly believe that this was, like I said, our fault. We were overhyped for it, and we just expected more than we should have. Everything else we were getting through tonight, we saw Elias. He was really good. I see him really going above and beyond. Great things for him in the future. The DX reunion was cool for what it was. I really like seeing, the Balor Club and DX and, everybody too sweet in the ring. That was cool. I knew that the Revival was going to get finisher after finisher. I don't care for the ending with Braun yet ahead, putting Brock through a table and looking like a crazy monster when they've had him decimate both members of the triple threat match over and over and over again. So they're really selling it that, he is the be all end all monster here.
It tells you, it does tip you off that most likely Braun is not going to win this title. It is
exactly. I wish there was a little bit more of a comeuppance for somebody else here tonight.
It's definitely going to be. It definitely seems like Lesnar retaining this thing. So, or maybe like Kane winning it and then him winning it back. But I do think Brock will just retain it. Go to WrestleMania and it looks like he's going to get Roman. It looks like
they never made Kane look strong. They started to make Lesnar look somewhat tough in the beginning, and then Strowman bucket plows him through a table. So there's the end of that.
Well, guys, we are up against it big time. We went over. I would like to do more. We're going to be live tomorrow night again after the SmackDown review. But right now, we're staying live to stream PUBG, and we're going to have some fun. So hopefully you guys are joining us for this and stick around for this. Also, if you guys want to help me, we are we really need to kick ass and get partnered on Twitch. I'm so close. We need a big jolt tonight. I am calling on anybody who gives a shit about my show. Or me, or whatever the fuck, to come over to Twitch right now. We're going to go live right now on Twitch, and to come over on Twitch and get in there, see if we can get 300 to 400 viewers. That'd be sick if we could do that. That would get my numbers up big time. Come over there, hang out, leave it on, go to bed with it on, whatever you want to do, even if you're not going to watch. Come on over to the Twitch, and we're going to go live in just a second, so look for it now. Are you ready, Jake? Are you playing tonight?
Chat.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we're going to be kicking some major ass together.
All right, let's do it.
You guys can also do me a favor. I posted a video today. I do want to start posting some more content, but I want to know what you guys want to see from me and in the future. So go to youtube.com/countdownended. I threw up my top 3 favorite Raw moments today quickly. I just wanted to put something up before Raw 25. But what do you guys want to see from me in the future? Leave a comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want. Joe's been pushing me for a while to get something up. So there we go. I appreciate it. And I'm also going to be spamming the link to Joe's Twitch channel in the chat, so make sure you go over there. Like you said, even if you're just going to bed for the night, go ahead and get in that.
Hang on one second. I got to mute myself.
Well, if he's muted, I don't know if I am, but still, thank you guys for one hell of a night. I appreciate everybody that tuned in, that clicked that like button to make sure that they subscribed. We'll definitely catch you all for SmackDown tomorrow. Like you said, we're not going anywhere yet. We're going to be heading over to Twitch.Joe Cronin JCS Gaming. Go ahead and go over there. Make sure you give him a follow. Here's the link again. Let me double check and make sure that works. It works for me, but yep, there we go. And you can go ahead and join us on Xbox Live, too, if you want. Send me a message. Countdown ended. We're going to be doing some gaming, playing PUBG again. I know Fortnite also got some updates. They they changed the map over, so that's cool. We'll see what's going on going further. But we really do appreciate all you guys. Yeah, that's right, Andrew. I can make that happen. But you guys are awesome. And like I said, if you do, want to, link isn't working. Works for me. Maybe because he's not live yet. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. That is his Twitch channel. So unless you got a time machine, that's not available. Maybe because he's not live yet. But he will be in a second. That is his channel, Joe Cronin JCS. Yep, I see it right here. It's just because he's not live yet. So it's twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS, all one word.
Yeah, it looks like Bobby was going to play with us, but he had two people in his party already. So it would have been 4. So I just said, I'm playing with Jake until whatever. Let me know when he loses somebody. So
if you want me to hold out for a bit, that's fine too.
It's going to be me and you until he gets somebody, until we get until he loses somebody. That's cool.
Alrighty. Well, let me go and I'll switch over my stuff. Again, thank you guys, and we'll be live on Twitch.
I'm going live right in a second here. And yeah, I'll see you on Xbox, Jake. Thanks.
All right, are you starting a party, or do you want me to invite you?
Yeah, invite me, actually, because I'm still doing this little shit on my screen here. All right, see you in a minute. Holy shit. All right, who's ready for this shit? We'll stay on YouTube for a few more, but yeah, if you guys can jump on Twitch, that'd be cool. Let me go live on Twitch. That'd be cool. I'm not even live yet. I see a lot of you guys already on Twitch. It's on tonight. Thanks to everybody who watched the Raw review. I appreciate that, guys. Hope you guys sub and watch me tomorrow night for the SmackDown review. And we'll be hanging out. Tonight, if you guys want to still donate, you guys can donate. The link is down there. You guys can support whatever all night if you want. Probably keep us going. Do the Super Chats, do the Twitch, do the bits. If you guys want to sub to me on Twitch, that'd be cool. If you're a Prime, Amazon Prime member, it's free to subscribe to my channel on Twitch. And you also get... it's free, and I get paid for it, so that's cool. I think I plugged everything I needed to plug, and now I gotta find Jake. Oh shit, Wolf just invited me again, I think. Did he invite me again? Let me find out what's going on. Can you hear me, Jake?
Indeed, I'm loading into the game now.
Oh yeah, load that game. Load that game, you nasty boy.
Yeah, baby.
Let's see, we got some nations coming in. Let's see what's up. Yo, Juicy Man, or Smith, thanks for the sub. Give me that juice, baby. Tommy didn't watch Raw. Yeah, it's true, Brian.
My name is Kane and I'm donating now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hi, my name is Tommy and this is me watching Raw tonight. I like the part when the champion was talking. I like the referee when he wearing black and white shirt. I like how his Raw logo was red tonight. 10 out of 10 tonight.
Yeah, right. 10 out of 10. Damn. Yes, I am live on Twitch now, guys. So just so you know, here's the link. There's the link. There's the link for Twitch. Thank you to Tommy didn't watch Raw. I haven't seen what
ShiBUM.
Wolf has said yet.
I went to Boston. Joe gave me great tips. I went to Whiskey Saigon. I made out with a Chinese girl, so thanks for the tip, dude. I love ya. I'm a 33-year-old savage.
Craig from Long Island. What's up, Craig? How you doing, Craig? Thanks for the $5, man. Yeah, I'll give you some tips. We could just do duo. We could just do duels for now, and then figure out whenever.
Alrighty, I sent you an invite, so.
See if Troy's around. Maybe Troy will be here too. We'll play a game though while we're waiting.
Yeah, I jumped on. I was like, oh, I got time for one game, and I got another friggin' chicken dinner, and I killed a bunch of people. So no, why is it squatting us up? Leave, back up. I'm gonna have to invite you again.
What?
I had it set on duos. I'm gonna invite you again. For some reason, when I switched us, it still wanted us to be a part of a squad. I sent you another invite.
Okay, cool. Tommy didn't watch Raw. That was the best donation ever. Thanks to the Rose for the host. And Craig from Long Island. People are saying the link isn't working?
Said mine didn't work. I don't know why, but it's just twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I did get the wrong link. My bad on the link. I don't know. Why isn't it working?
You click on it, it says you don't have, unless you have a time machine, blah, blah, blah.
What the hell?
It might be something with Twitch, because...
Yeah, maybe Twitch is fucked up. Hold on a second.
Yeah, when you go into Twitch, just search Joe Cronin JCS.
Yeah, so,
and that's right there. We all have the
I
right
got the
link.
right link. Here's the right one. This should work. That should work.
Alright. I sent you another invite, because it backed me out, so...
There we go. That works. I put the link up that does work this time. Everybody jump over to Twitch because we're going to be going off the air on YouTube in a minute. So make sure you guys jump over on Twitch.
Did you get the invite?
Got it. Coming now. There we go.
Making sure. Xbox.
WWE bringing back Ica Pro. Oh, they said Undertaker was warning someone. I guess it just didn't come off right, or maybe I'm dumb. But most people that I talked to didn't get it.
Yeah, because the thing I read right here
fuck.
says the Undertaker announces retirement.
I went back into the match that
What's
I
that?
already had. Send me another invite. When I said I hit OK and it made me go
Right.
back to my old match, I think. Jesus.
Yeah, that's what it did to me. It was weird because it just pulled me out and then started to search for a squad, even though you were already in it. Yeah, it says Manhattan Center. Undertaker makes his first TV appearance since WrestleMania 33. JR and Jerry the King Lawler at commentary. Listen to the dead man, resolute in proclaiming his dominance, declaring that all his old foes had answered the Reaper, from Stone Cold to Mick Foley to Kane. But now, with all his enemies laid in the earth behind him, he declared that it was truly time for him to rest in peace. But he didn't say him. He said...
Cancel.
Yeah, I kind of missed that too.
All right, now it's working. I don't know if Wolf's coming. He's in a bitchy mood. I don't know what happened. I went to his party and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I'm ready to play." I'm like, "Oh, but I got Jake with me, so send me an invite when you're done playing with these two guys, because I can't play, without. I'm gonna play with Jake. So, when you're done, join us with another guy. We can have a full party." But now he's saying he's just watching a movie instead or something. So I don't know. So he might not be playing.
Well, if he's not coming, I'm sure we'll find a squad if need be. I know there's people that want to play. There's always somebody.
How's the Twitch stream looking now? Let's see.
Looks good to me. I see Chris and Steve and Danny and Elias in the chat. The Rose,
All right.
Rogue Shadow.
All right, guys, we're going live on Twitch only. Make sure you get over to twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. That's the link. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. I'll put the real link in the
You got
chat.
D-Moon in the chat.
D-Moon's here. Someone's taking their fucking pants off tonight, bro. Fucking do this.
That's right, baby. Raw was up and down.
Raw was up and down, like... Oh, never mind. Gorilla, thanks for the host. BMGL1999, thank
Like
you.
Enzo?
Yeah.
You know, bro.
That title's cursed. All right, guys, see you guys on Twitch.
We're passing power plant now, but that's right underneath us. We can go school.
We're live on Twitch, don't miss this shit.
A little bit off.
Holy